And we are live. Can you believe it? How are you all doing tonight? And I see that we are streaming to 0 people at the moment. That's a first. And 3.
I'm here.
It's good to see you, PJ and Michael. How are you guys doing this evening?
Not bad, yo.
Doing good. Yeah, sorry guys, you started so late. My power literally just came on like 20 minutes ago. Not even. 15 minutes ago. So I just quickly set up the stream. I thought we can just have a little chat tonight, and we don't even have to do an hour. We can go on to 4 hours if you really want to. So yeah. So I was just thinking we could just chat.
I'm gonna have to nip off for 20 minutes just to nip to the shop and get some milk.
100%. Yeah.
So I'll go now and then I'll not miss.
No stress. Hey Simon.
Hi.
If good to see you. Thank you for being here. Lumpy, thank you for coming. PJ, thank you guys for coming. So yeah, tonight's not going to be really serious. It's just going to be a little chat, maybe see what's going on in the intervals, what's all happening. Michael did send me a video that I think we'll go through and we'll check. And then I just saw Artemis, another new Artemis video that just popped up like 2 hours ago. That looked very janky and fake. So I think we can actually watch that as well, because it is only 1 minute and 22 seconds long. And I think it's... Hey Matthew Eastman, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Yeah, I think let's now go to that first video. I'm not going to download it. Maybe we can just see if it's going to work like this. It is showing. Okay, this guys was videos from space. It came on literally, I think I said 2 or 3 hours ago, something like that. 3 hours ago. But I want you to see how janky this stuff is. This is supposed to be real, guys. Look at the how you can see it's literally stop motion footage going. And look, obviously you can say, okay, this is now used by wide angle lenses, why it's curved like this, but no. That's not. That's just simply squashed in. Driving, so I can't participate. Just listening. Great to have you listening, Simon F. Glad you could make it. Guys, I do have the Discord link open tonight if you guys want to come and chat. Or Element, just let me know. So, definitely would like just to have a chat tonight. Let's look at this very, very... I mean, like, it's getting faker by the day, guys. Hey, Debatable D, thank you for coming here. Glad you could make it. Hope you guys can hear me properly. Yeah, let's get going. Look at that. Look how shaky this is. Nothing shaking here, but just the moon and the earth is shaking. Look at that. What the hell? And it's going through, the earth and the moon are going through each other again. Look at that. What the hell is going on with this image?
They've got a special relationship, the Earth and the Moon. They're always going through each other.
No. And I mean, you see the panel is with the camera is supposed to be shaking, but why is the Orion not shaking? Just everything else is shaking. Look, guys. Okay, it's showing shake on the Orion though, but look at that. That's like insane. Why is the moon and the earth going through each other again? And now
is that a shadow?
Yeah,
is that actually a shadow?
That's supposed to be a shadow.
Oh wow, it looks like a bit of black masking tape.
Yeah, but you see, when you know how when you do when you let me go here. This kind of thing happens when it's not actual real. This is like when you have put on shadows, then you get that in. It's quite difficult to get shadows. So usually when they put it on, they have to transform it and make it a bit transparent. But they obviously haven't transparented it, and that's what just gives the black.
Yeah.
But look how janky the moon still looks.
They haven't slid the level slider up high enough.
Yeah.
Or too high.
Hey Matthew Eastman, glad you could make it. Thank you for coming. Sorry that stream ended as it did last night. It just literally went offline again for some odd reason. And I think you guys saw my post this morning. Thank you, Adam Meekin. I don't know where my head was yesterday. when I was saying minus 273 degrees Kelvin, it was 273 degrees and Kelvin is 0 degrees. But yeah, it shows a person can make mistakes. I didn't even realize what he was trying to explain to me. Hey Nathan Oakley, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Would be great if you want to come and chat a bit, Nathan. Let me know, then I can send you the element link. Yeah, tonight's just going to be a bit of a chat. And we're going to see how fake things are. Look at that. It can't even just stick to the same ratios of just expanding in. Now what are we looking at here now? Transform and make transparent. Yes, that's what happens when you have plates, because that's how they work when they have this. It's called plating. So when they have, because it's VFX, let's say this is just a FX model, they took a video of it and then they stuck the plating over just another painted image like another plate, and they CGI them together. That's how you get that. What link is this? Let's check what link Nathan's bringing. Like I said, guys,
GoFundMe link.
Moving the Constantinus. Is he moving? Guys, 115 raised for $5,000. Awesome. If you guys can, please do support it. If you could shout out the contributors, I'd be really grateful. Yes. Let's see. The people that's already contributed $20. Paul Cam, Fiber Oats, Nathan Oakley, Brian Longren, Adam Meekin. Thank you guys all for donating to Neil Constantino. Neil is asking for help moving from New York to Alabama. Wow. Where a steady job awaits him. I'm so happy that he can actually get a steady job, because as we know, he was really struggling where he was, not always knowing if he's going to work or not. Moving costs insane. He's short. Yeah.
I'll get Neil in a few days when I've got some money. I'll easily contribute. Not a problem.
I'm also gonna
just have to wait to get money in.
I'll also contribute a bit as soon as I can, guys. Literally just got my authentication done today with YouTube, guys. So that was brilliant news, because I struggled. I had to. Yeah, it took me 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah, because the pin ended up not actually getting here to me. So we had to end up doing once it's sent like 4 times, because you have to wait 3 to 4 weeks before you can send a new pin. And after it's sent the 4th time, then they give you an option to be able to send other documents and stuff. And it got approved within the first hour. So I was really chuffed with that. So yeah.
That's excellent.
So yeah, if you guys would just share this link everywhere, Neil Constantino, please do. I wonder if I can share it. I don't really have it I'm not really on Facebook and stuff anymore, so I can't share it anymore. Sorry guys. But yeah, I'm sharing it now. Thank you all for supporting to him. Let's try and get him to that $5,000 goal as soon as possible. No, thank you, Nathan. I mean, remember when Nathan actually put his GoFundMe to help with the computer? It really helped so much. Thank you, Nathan. It helped. Now I literally just have to get myself a hard drive. So I think I'm going to get a terabyte hard drive, and going to get myself a soft light. That's the 2 things I'm going to be getting now soon, because it's really needed. Let's carry on looking how fake this is. I almost thought there's something on the screen. It was just a bug. Oh, they're showing this one again. See, now this one is all janky again. It's like stop motion footage. You see that, guys? Look at it. Moon and the sun are going. The moon and the earth are going through each other again.
Yeah, and they like the phallical shaped things, don't they?
And also, guys, why is it so-called shaking when it's turning like that with the panels? In space, there's supposed to be no friction, so it doesn't need to shake. Yeah, Nathan. Things get full very quickly. I find myself having to delete 2 or 3 videos every time I go on a stream. It's a global problem. Yep. They have fake footage. They have fake footage. They have fake footage in fake space. Exactly. Yeah. So guys, remember last night I was showing you with the moon, with the Earth, when I had that black aura around it or whatever, that hard line. That is done by matting, what they call matting, guys, where they literally have it in a pane on the background, and they have to have another pane on the on the front, which would obviously be the one with the FX model and space, and that's what gives that black thing because of matting. Hey Captain Caveman, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Nathan, if you want to come in, just give me a shout on Skype, and I can send you the element link. Then you can come and chat. It'll be great if you want to chat. You can also shout out your channel. Really appreciate it. Let's look at the video Michael Kahn sent. This is one that Michael sent to me. I must look at. I see this guy's been looking at the same things I've been looking at, because it is very janky and just not working.
The image supposedly from NASA on Artemis going to the moon, and you can see that the direction of the sun and the shadows are a little bit off. They're not quite exactly where they should be compared to where it is on the Earth.
Yeah, remember that I showed you guys that other stream. Hey Dank, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you can make it. Yeah, Dank definitely deserves to be a moderator. The light, remember we showed coming from this side, and this light is coming this side while it's showing light coming from that side. It had literally like 3 or 4 different light sources. So it's good to see someone else is also picking this up.
On the Earth it's straight up. But here it's at a slight angle. There shouldn't be no shadow right there. It's a little bit off. It's pretty close, but that's not the real problem with this image. The real problem is that it's fake.
Yeah, we know it's fake. But remember guys, even look at this. I don't know if, before we go on, look at these OMSs guys. Now, you see how that looks. There's supposed to be rings around them first of all. They're not supposed to be warped like this. Why does it look like it's clay? It just doesn't happen like it's supposed to. Bill Johnson, thank you for being here. Glad you could make it. Ready starting time can be an EV, IV, and DV. Used that way daily in universities around the globe. You guys have had impact on anything that matters. Bill Johnson, would you like to quickly come and defend that claim in Discord? This is an invite to you, Bill Johnson, to come in and give me an actual scientific hypothesis where time can be an IV or even a DV, please. Just a simple yes or no. While we are waiting for his answer, I'm going to go on with this video.
If we go into the layers and adjust the exposure, you can see that these images were pasted onto a black background.
Yep, it's called plating. Obviously when you do get pixelation you can get that, but not to the extent you're getting it here. These are literally layer pixelations, because it's done by the matting. You see that edging what I was talking about inside there? That's because of matting. That hard edge inside there is done by matting and rotor trim. Hey Matthew Eastman, yeah, exactly. Crickets. I asked Bill Johnson if he wants to, and now he's not saying anything. Dank, the spacecraft shows the sun about 11 o'clock while the Earth and the sun are about 2 o'clock. Yep, it's everything about...
That is the way an image looks when it...
Everything about this thing is fake. It doesn't matter which way you look at it. Everything they bring up just looks more fake than it used to be.
It's fake. We'll be looking at some other images that are real, and you'll see what happens when they're overexposed. This is not what happens. Those are pasted in.
Yep.
It's fake.
It's fake, guys.
Nighttime photo.
Oh, you see, I saw Eric Dubay was showing this on his video as well.
You got black sky.
If you got the normal,
this.
The normal pictures when you do the exposure, it doesn't give the same effect on it. Obviously, you get minimal pixelization later when he does show this one. Where was it? This one, you see? You're gonna see he's gonna get minimalized pixelized, but it's not the same as what you were getting there.
Do you know what program it is?
I'm trying to look. I don't know what program it is now. But I actually want to buy myself Photoshop again, or After Effects. So I'm definitely saving up for that.
Download the app if you know where it was, and I'll send you a picture at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Bill Johnson, for example, we present Stimuli at different times. Again, that's not a hypothesis. Time 1 and 2, and then measure reaction. No, sorry. Bill Johnson, again, will you be kind enough to press that link, the Discord link in my description, and come and chat to me about this? Because first of all, that's not a scientific hypothesis, and second of all, time cannot do anything. It's not physical. It has to be manipulated, but it's impossible to manipulate time because it's not physical. It's a man-made construct.
Concept, exactly.
You can have a duration. You can use it as a control because it's a duration on a timeline. That's about it. Like when you boil an egg, you know boiling it for you maybe is 9 or 10 minutes to have your so-called perfect egg. That's the duration. But time didn't boil the egg. You understand? It was a control. Okay, that's it for you.
Find the flat earth too much.
Yeah. I think that's why he didn't come in, Flats. If he's given you that answer, he doesn't want to be heard vocally.
Yeah. And usually when I get that, then you know they don't really know what they're talking about. Because if they were very how can I put it? They knew what they were talking about and very confident about it, they would come in and talk about it, but they don't.
Absolutely.
What is going on in intervals today? Let's see. This is actually a very good video from Woodward TV. I mean, I have been watching Woodward TV for years, even before I became a flat earther. I don't know if you guys have watched Woodward. Hey Rachie, good to see you. I don't time an egg. I just take it out when I think it's done.
Well, that's about right.
Wow. So yeah, so you guys have anything interesting you want to talk to? Because today is just about chatting. We're just going to be chilling. We can have a little bit of debate if you want. If you want, we can actually go and debate on gems and rubbish there, but I don't see the need for that because those guys are just clowns. Yeah. We can go hang around on 24/7. But the thing is, everyone wants to talk, then we can't really talk that much.
I don't even go on 24/7 anyway.
Yeah, I haven't gone there in a long time. Now and then
you know me, I think.
Yeah?
I says, you know me, I'm easy with anything.
Now and then I like going on to Earth Awakenings because they have some good chats on there. There's quite a lot of people online there at the moment. Gio's there.
Cool.
Jesse Gordon. Yeah, Jesse Gordon's the guy that actually shows pressure gradients in a container, in a fish tank, guys, when he's trying to prove refraction. I wonder if I can pick up his Jesse Gordon. Is that how you spell Jesse Gordon? I'm trying to find if we can see his
Captain Caveman in this card.
Yeah, Captain Caveman. He's in the chat. He's in Element.
No, I said, can you send him link to Element?
Yeah, we can.
You said he's definitely in chat.
I don't know if he's in Discord.
I thought I saw his face when you showed me this card then.
He was in chat earlier, I don't know if he is now.
Jesse Gordon. I wonder if I can find. I'm just trying to look for Jesse Gordon's site quickly. His page. His YouTube page because Bill Johnson agreed with me. The manipulation is the presentation of stimuli. Again, Bill Johnson, I'm not even going to respond to you anymore if you're not going to answer me. Are you going to come chat about it or not? So, yeah. Otherwise, I'm just going to see you as trolling. Literally.
I would check his channel.
Jesse Gordon, where are you? Where are you? I say Jesse Gordon refraction. Jesse Gordon presents. Yeah, but I don't want Jesse Gordon presents. I literally want his channel.
He hasn't got any vids on his channel anyway.
Yes, yes.
Subscribers either. So
Can I just speak?
Yeah.
Bill Johnson joined 1st of November 2022. You win.
I just said as well. He's got no vids and there's no subscribers either. So soccer camp.
That's usually a soccer account. Hey, hey Todd Wazzle, good to see you. Thank you for coming. It's good to. Oh yeah, I haven't even thanked you all my channel members yet. Sorry, that's a shame. That's really it's a skande, as we say in Afrikaans. Thank you for all my channel members and Patreon members for supporting this channel. Thank you for everybody that supports me financially through PayPal and through any ways necessary. Thank you all. You guys rock. Hey Andres, hey Fetish First. Thank you guys for coming. You guys rock. Yeah, just please hit that thumbs up and share the show. Tonight's just chat, so if any of you want to just come in and chat, please feel free to come and chat.
Flats, you say it every night. I think we could have excused you for one night. You know what I mean?
No, I have to. It's part of my policy.
Yeah, I get you. I understand.
Why can't I find this Jesse Gordon? He literally. I mean, I'm subscribed to him for Pete's sakes.
Ruif's just put from Jesse. Is that name his channel?
From Jesse. I think it's from Jesse. Yeah. Is it one word or two words? From JC, there we go.
Oh, one word, I think.
Yeah, it's one word. No, it's not the same one, is it? No, it's not the same one, guys. Oh, it is, yeah. There we go. Thank you, Ruhuf. Appreciate. Let's see. See guys, he's using salt in there. He's literally trying to, but you see what he's trying to do is he's trying to make a he's trying to make a temperature inversion so he can see the refraction on that roof in the background. But little does he know, he's showing temperature inversion, pressure gradients inside the container. When people say, what do the globers say, guys? You cannot show pressure gradient inside containment. Yeah, we got a glober showing it.
Yeah. That's the literal definition of containment because, right there. You know what I mean?
Because this
it's
literally...
the visual definition of containment.
Yeah, and I mean, this literally works like the dynamic system. You've got the convection, you've got the heat, you've got the cold, you've got everything working. And it's giving, look at it, look, you're going to see it's got different temperature gradients. 12.5. Obviously on top it's going to have much hotter. And he's got the fan to circulate it as well. But I mean, in between there and there, look, you can see it's showing the refraction because he changes the densities inside there, pressure gradients inside containment. Because why? Gas behavior. When you heat things up or cool it down, it changes the behavior. Hey Quinlan 1977, welcome, thank you for coming, good to see you. Thank you Ruif. Yes, from Jesse, we got it, thanks. You see how the heat is pulling it up there, and then when it goes down it's pulling it down. Because he's trying to show refraction, but little does he know he's proving pressure gradients in a container. So when are we going to actually get the demonstration of pressure gradients without a container, guys? Have we managed to get one yet?
I had seen one.
Well,
I was just about to say the exact same words, Michael. You took them right out, my man.
I ain't seen one. I've asked many times, Miss Emma, and you just get...
to be honest, I don't think we'll ever see one.
I wonder if Professor Phil Bell has ever shown one. I know Blue Marble has tried before. No.
And Phil for a bit.
Nah. No, he just literally goes and tries to troll. Blue marble science.
It's been destroyed this last week or so, and so it's probably licking his wounds, and then he'll respawn and come back.
Pressure is a force. What? No, you see, they don't understand. Pressure is a physical force on the surface area. They literally have to ignore that pressure is a force on a physical area, physical force on the area, because that goes against their argument that you require containment to have gas pressure. Because they say you do not need containment, but they cannot provide us without containment. Blue marble science, pressure without containment. Hey, Leighton Stones, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. It's good to see all the new people in chat. Really do appreciate everybody being here. Wow, guys.
I don't fight that. See how we do.
Let's see. Okay, now he's taking this outside.
Somewhere in that range.
What is this, guys? Is that a pipe? A container? Is that another pipe? Another container? What's that? The problem is that a container? Is that a tin of butane? Another container. I saw gas pressure without a container.
Motion array.
Motion array. Sorry guys, yes, I don't have ad block on because I don't usually do it this way. I usually download the videos because they usually buff, and tonight it's not buffing, which is really odd. Hey Jess Palmer, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it.
Make it work. We may try it. If so, we'll be back. If not, there's 2/10 of an inch, which is roughly what 5 times what we had before. But then that makes sense. The pipe is a good bit longer than we had.
Yeah, talk about pipes and containers when you're saying gas pressure without a container, and you just keep showing containers. Michael and PJ, you guys have any thought on this?
I'm just looking at that kind of pressurized gas on his table.
That's what I'm saying.
Michael, you've just done it again. You've just done it again. You just took the words right out of my mouth again. I was going to say about containment, all these containers, and he's got a pressurized gas can right there, the little yellow and white one. I was about to say, you just keep doing it, man. You keep doing it.
I mean, think about it. How does this get a pressure reading? Because it's a container wall. That's why when they use a barometer, they go against their own argument, because a barometer is a container. Hey RH, good to see you. That's why I laugh at them when they bring up barometer. They're like, okay, what's PSI? Pounds per square inch. Would that be on a physical wall? Look at that pipe, guys, which he says is not a container. Yep, exactly, Leighton. Entropy. It's their big downfall. I think we can even look at
I mean, this video has old news in it.
Yeah, it's very old. I don't know where the people have been if they haven't seen it, but you do get quite a new flat earthers to the argument that they haven't seen this before, though. So
let's try filling that whole pipe up. See how we do.
Fill the pipe up full. Use that container to fill the other container up. Using a container to fill another container up, guys, and then say it's gas pressure without a container. Fill it up. Hi Andre Lecosta, good to see you. Hola, glad you could make it. Oh yeah, I still got to get back to you on the with that other research. Sorry, I forgot about you guys. He's actually brilliantly, he's busy doing my videos in Spanish. Cool. To a Spanish audience. Really awesome stuff. I'm glad that people are starting to use it all over everywhere. Because I know the Spanish community is huge.
I am subscribed to that Spanish Flat Earth channel. You know that one that Hero does.
Oh yeah, era, yeah. Because
That's really cool. That's really.
Can't understand it like so.
have you guys realized?
I've got to say, that's really cool that it's going out in Spanish. I mean, I don't understand Spanish. I mean, I understand some bits of other languages, like little bits of Latin, little bits of Greek, little bits here and there, but Spanish not so much as just hello and goodbye, I suppose, but that's about it. But yeah, it's still good though. It's still good. Definitely a good thing to do.
Non condiende? I remember I had a Spanish exchange student friend that came from Spain for a year, and I learned quite a bit. I forgot about most of it already anyway. That's the problem. If you don't talk it every day, then you ignore, then you forget. I remember me gusta la fiesta. Fiesta means I like to party. Hola, it's hello. Non comprende, which I don't understand. That's about all that I remember.
Yeah, that's like me with maths. I mean, if I don't do maths, I forget. But as soon as you're reminded, as soon as you have a little a refresher, it comes back. It does come back. So I need a refresher, I think.
I think the stream paused. Can you see my message? I can see your message, Debatable. Yeah. That's right, friend. I am translating your work into Spanish. Very thankful. No, I'm really thankful to you, Andre, for getting the work out there in Spanish. Yeah, because he's also about the Rayleigh criterion and stuff, so I just haven't had time to do it yet, so I'm really, really sorry. We'll get there eventually. Interesting news, guys. Fight the Flat Earth, Craig, he actually got in touch with me. He wants to start a new YouTube channel with me, which is actually a very but it's actually very interesting.
Okay.
It will be a one night a week kind of thing where we go through what the new things that are happening, and I give my worldview on it, he gives his worldview on it and stuff, because it comes from two different worldviews. I think can actually work quite well. Still going to work out.
Yeah, I do think it can work well. It's just like he's not going to be underhanded about things, is he?
That's the only thing. We got to actually work out the niggles and see how it will work out. But I'll probably have to vote with you guys to see. Do you think it's a good idea? Maybe let's do that.
I'm in two minds. I think it is a good idea, but I'm just a little bit dubious of. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I suppose I'll be diplomatic.
Because I like the idea, because we do definitely see different lights, different opinions on things. So it can actually.
I mean, objectivity is good, you know. What I mean?
So I think it can give a different view on how we view the world, kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey Rob Keen, good to see you. Thank you for coming. So and I already got no. 2 votes no. 3 votes.
I'm going to admit to you, I'm clicking no as well.
I thought you were going to say no. You don't like him. Yeah, you don't like him.
Probably right.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but I'm giving benefit of doubt, so I'm going yes. You know what I mean? I'm going yes for benefit of the doubt.
So yeah,
just because I'm like that, you know what I mean?
Look, I'm all for new adventures and stuff.
Absolutely.
I mean, it can always just try, and if it doesn't work out, then it's just we tried, kind of thing.
Well, that's it. That's true. Say, yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's up to you guys. You guys choose: is it a good idea or not? So far, 10 votes, 60% say yes.
Oh God, I forgot. Have you actually put it up on YouTube? I'm not actually on it. Right, okay, I'll go to it. Yeah, got you. I haven't voted yet.
Lumpy says, begin every single stream with FTFE, the definition of contradiction. It's fundamentally correct. I wonder if I can copy a link address. What went wrong? Oh, Oops, something went wrong. Okay, that didn't work. I'm gonna have to try and open that chat again. It's good to see 26 people in chat, even though we're just having a chill. So that I wasn't expecting that.
It'd be nice if somebody else joined us.
Yeah. That have you realized that Bill guy just ended up running away?
I booted him out.
Oh, you booted him out?
There's a soccer account.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Gematria Wombat, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Derek Nelson, thank you for coming. Hobbs, good to see you. Yeah, the poll asking if you should make a YouTube channel with FTE. I'm confused. Yeah. Hey, Akambaras, good to see you. Yeah, FTFE approached me and asked, am I interested in starting a YouTube channel with him? So yeah, it's up to you guys if we're gonna do it or not. So far, it looks like a yes. So FTFE, so far you're getting your answer as a yes. I voted no, but now I'm thinking it's your choice. So there might be an opportunity for you. If it doesn't work out, at least you tried. Yeah, like I said, I just don't want people to think the same as, you know, when Ranty did with cats, before he so-called turned to a glober. I don't want people to think that's going to be the same with me. I am a flat earther, and it will always be that way, guys. Just to let you know. Okay.
I'm not down that at all. Like, it's definitely not down that.
Because it's definitely not a globe. It's definitely not a globe. 100% telling you that.
Oh, we know. I've got no concern whatsoever.
I think some hectic things have to happen to prove a globe to me. And most of them would have to literally be ignoring natural law. It would have to
be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and then I would have to ignore natural law.
Impossible. Absolutely
exactly.
Impossible, yep.
Exactly.
Hey, Exposed and Article, good to see you. Glad you could make it. So, does anybody want to actually come and chat? You're more than welcome. Yeah, if you guys haven't already saw, Nathan Oakley has created a GoFundMe for Neil Constantino. He's moving to Alabama, guys, and he needs $5,000. If you guys would be kind enough, even to just give $1 or anything, please do get out of your heart, if you are possible, to donate. I will donate as soon as I can. At the moment, I'm a bit strung on funds, but I will get there. And I will definitely donate to him. So please, guys, if you can, do so. I'm sure he'll be really, really appreciated. He's an awesome bloke.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, me too, in a few days' time. Absolutely.
You know who I miss on YouTube, guys? Red Paul Philosophy. Do you remember him?
Yeah,
obviously
I do. But I didn't know of him well, but I do remember him.
Yeah, but because I know he moved to BitChute a while back, a few years ago. But yeah, I used to love his content when he was on YouTube. Sure, dollars and rands is a little rough. Yeah, dollars, rands is a bit hectic. I mean, rand to the dollar exchange, I think, is something like almost 18 rand now. One South African rand is 58 cents, guys. Let's just put $1. See there, 17 rand 11 cents South African rand to have $1. That's why I get how can I say I appreciate every single cent you guys send, because if it's like $2, I get 35, almost 35 bucks, which to me is actually quite good.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, my missus worked it out before, because I mean, I'd never tried working it out. I knew the currency, what it was called. I knew it was called rand, but I'd never tried working it out.
Rand.
Cougar. Those cougar rands.
Yeah, Alcavarus, you're more than welcome to go on Discord and defend Artemis if you want to, because we have explained over and over how it's fake, shown how it's fake, explained how it's fake. I don't know how you can defend it, but it would be interesting. These guys are crazy. Have you seen these guys? He actually climbs in in caves and stuff, and he actually got stuck there. I would never do that. I'll get too claustrophobic to do that.
Have you seen that? What's it called now? Swat is like a walking DJ, and he goes.
Oh yeah, he runs around with his. I love that guy. He's awesome. When he
it's funny like.
I wouldn't mind going into like a cave if I'm able to turn around. If I've got to crawl all the way through, I'd be a bit scared in case I got stuck. You know what I mean? But I have done when I was younger. When I was younger, I've crawled through spaces like that. But now, no, I wouldn't.
Wow, guys,
No.
look at this. This is a video 1 day ago. Flat Earth arguments that disprove flat Earth theory. You want to go through that, guys? This should be good.
Absolutely.
I don't
Go
know
for
this
it.
guy, Dave McKeenan. Okay. How's it, Dave McKeenan, whoever you are? Never heard of you? Let's get going. Something exciting.
I was watching a live stream on YouTube, which I don't usually do, and it was probably an error in judgment on my part. It was a live stream, I can't remember the name of the channel, but it was one guy having a live debate against an entire Discord server.
Probably FTFE. Yeah.
Sounds like cats.
No, because I saw the other day FTFE had a so-called debate against the whole Discord server and just claimed victory for some odd reason, but I think Witsit was also in there. No wonder why.
I was going to say my signal's rubbish again, so if I cut out, you know why. 5 days time though, broadband, brilliant.
Awesome. 5 days, counting down. It's counting down.
I'm telling you, it's like a big day for me. It's like
it's
Christmas.
It's like in 5 days, PJ will have his broadband. Let's count together.
Absolutely. Brilliant at that, isn't it? Brilliant at it.
No more lag. Let's see what this guy. But I think it was FTFE was talking about.
Of flat earthers. Now, I think the debate probably went on for a few hours.
Yeah, it
but
was
I
like
only
4
watched
hours
it
long
for
or
about
something
30
that I
minutes,
saw.
'cause after that long,
I didn't even watch
I could
it.
start to feel my brain cells dying. But it reminded me.
Have you guys realized this? Every time they talk about flat earthers, they have to try and, in a derogatory term, try and say, look how dumb these guys, I'm losing brain cells, blah, 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 blah. You know, try and make them look as dumb as possible. Have you guys realized that?
Yeah.
Every single time. They have to look
Definitely.
down. They have to look down on a flat earther.
I think they've got this silly little idea in their head that we were born flat earthers and they need to prove it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You guys want me to...
Did you hear how he actually said it? Flat earthers. And then went on with his sentence. I mean, when I address a glober, I don't go globers. And I would say I would address them by their name.
Would you guys want me, if we go through this, maybe to contact him and see if he would want to actually come and talk to me? That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Always
absolutely.
interested in some new meat. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. I
Sure.
suppose always. But let's first listen to what he's got here to see if he's actually got arguments.
Of my
Cool.
all-time favourite flat earth argument. And now, it's my all-time favourite because it is probably the most common argument that gets thrown out by flat earthers to try and prove that the earth is flat.
Okay.
And yet it actually disproves their own theory.
Wow. Okay, first of all, flat earth is not a theory. Second of all, yeah, this should be interesting. I think you guys, let's maybe make a little kind of a wager, a fun wager. What do you think is going to be the one? I think it's going to be gas pressure without a container.
I don't know.
That or gravity's not a force.
I might go as far as to send boats going over the horizon.
Oh, well, that one, that's a good one.
What you're going to ask, what his first argument is going to be.
Yeah, what is his so-called argument that debunks the flat earth that we make?
Right, yeah. I think that's a bit obvious, though, isn't it, Michael? The boats over the horizon.
Okay,
I'm
you
going
guys...
to say, oh, not gravity, you can't say gravity. Yeah, I'm in two minds, you know. But I'm just going to go simple. I'm going to go simple and say what Michael's saying. Boats over the horizon.
Copy me.
No,
I can't.
No.
I can't.
You know.
All right. All right. Listen. Actually, I've got to go gravity just to be different.
So we can cover all bases and at least one of us is right.
okay, so we're gonna
Yeah.
so we're gonna put it this way. I'm gonna say gas pressure at containment. Michael says curve, and PJ, you're gonna say gravity.
Yeah, I'm going to say gravity,
Okay.
even though he knows it's not even a theory. So yeah, I'm still going to say it.
Okay, let's see what they're gonna say. Rachie says she's seen it, so she mustn't give it away to us. Let's get going.
It is, of course, the.
Oh, you got it already, Michael.
I can't see the curvature.
But
They
they
can
can
portray it.
Yeah.
I told you I should have agreed with you.
Michael won that round, guys.
You're okay, Michael.
Yes, there is no curvature, but really what we're saying is they can't
Nice.
see it.
Do you see what he's saying? We're saying no, there is no curvature, we just can't see it. Hey, Faciality, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it.
Now, you're probably familiar with all this anyway, but we're taught the Earth's a sphere.
Yeah, indoctrination. And that's, by the way, not an actual photo. Just to have to let you guys know.
And some people believe that that's a lie, and in fact the Earth is a flat disc.
No. Again, who's this guy? Dave McKeon. We do not say that. That is Flat Earth Society bullshit. Space, we are not floating around in space on a pizza flying pancake or whatever. Okay? First of all, when you try... Yeah?
Yeah, exactly right.
When they try and base arguments off of this, then you already tell them from the cut off at the root and say, but that's not what we push. That's not Flat Earth. That's controlled opposition, Flat Earth Society nonsense. So that already shows he doesn't actually know what he's going up against. He doesn't actually know what Flat Earth is. Hey, Little Sparrow, thank you for coming. Okay, let's go.
Disc. And their argument to try and prove this, or one of the arguments that they use to suggest this, is if you go and stand at the seaside, looking out to sea, completely empty horizon, you can't see any curvature.
Because you can't see any curvature. There is no curvature. I'm going to subscribe to him just so I can keep him there. Yeah, can you see curvature there, Dave? Because if you can, you might want to get your eyes checked. There might be some issues with your eyes if you think you can see curvature there.
Except
I can't see it left to right or front to back.
Nope. We literally can explain what happens on a horizontal plane because it's all got to do with optics. Left to right, there's definitely no curvature. That's why do you think that meme came out a few years back? Do we live on a toilet roll? Because you don't see curvature from left to right. And then you get idiots that take an image and they squash it together to try and get it to make it look curved, but they forget that's literally just based on the lens that makes it curved. You can take a picture of a straight line on your table and compress it and it will make it look curved.
Well, if you look at Blackpool, for instance, you can see from Barrow in Furness all the way over to Mountains of Wales. I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you what distance that is, but it's all flat.
Yeah. Thank you, Geometry Wombat, for being here. Love you too, man. See you tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening or wherever you are. Take care. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Michael.
I think they must think, I'm borrowing this for a second, they must think the Earth's the size of a tennis ball.
The old argument. Earth is too big to see the curve, but yet too small so we can see the boats go over the curve. Contradict much?
You would expect to see curvature.
So I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
go on.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking as well about like boats out at sea. I mean, it's not just us looking out at them. When you're out in a boat out at sea, I mean, I'm from a fishing town, so I've been out at sea, and you can be a fair distance out, and you can still see the lighthouse light. Do you know what I mean? Even when it should be, a lot of it should be covered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can still see the full lighthouse, the full light, everything, and that's not refraction.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But this is
The
the
lighthouse would be pretty useless, wouldn't it, if you were
Exactly.
3 mile away, and then you started losing like up the day.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, a lighthouse isn't a laser; it's a lantern. You know what I mean?
But I mean, this is like the 2015 argument. Earth too big to see curve. That's why they say locally flat. But then when you ask them, okay, then why do you supposed to say boats going over curve at 3 miles? Then it's small enough. But as soon as you say you can't see it, no, it's because it's big. They can't make up their mind when it's big or small. And then again, their geometry changes with the weather, which, yeah, goes against their radius. A radius is a straight line to a circumference. So as soon as you change your radius value, which is a straight line, you've changed your circumference, which means you do not have a set radius, which means you do not have a geometric horizon.
Very small
Exactly.
ball, because the curve arc is very tight. But with a very large ball, the curvature becomes more and more gradual. There is actually a very well-known example that someone created.
And this one again. Yeah. Little do they know that they are debunking their own argument by doing this. And since when does anybody have this large field of view when standing on Earth? I mean, does anybody have this type of aperture and focal length when you're standing observing on Earth, guys? I mean, look at it. It's like the quarter of the size of the ball. Really?
To explain this,
Big old
You're breaking.
eyeball, that, innit?
Yeah.
using a basketball and a very heavily magnified macro lens. And if you put the macro lens close enough to the surface of even a basketball, which is blindingly obviously a sphere, it appears flat.
Yeah. Again, look at the size of the camera compared to the ball. Scale matters. But yeah, that's the thing. Now, on this, let's take the scale for this basketball, for instance. Let's say that is taken with a real radius. How far would that be on their globe, guys? Easily 500, 600 kilometers away. Do you see that far when you're so close to the surface of the Earth? No. Why would you claim the boats can go around here, vanish here, bottom up, but you're claiming it's flat till there? Do they ever think of that? That's ignoring the whole focal length option and everything that he's showing there, by the way. They don't think further than their nose, to be honest. Hey, Tinas, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Don't you understand the poll? Okay, Tinas, let me explain this again. Fight the Flat Earth approached me and asked if I want to start a YouTube channel with him. And I'm asking you guys, do you think it's a good idea? Obviously, I think it's an adventure to take on. Because it will be a one night a week kind of thing where we just do recap of the happenings on Earth through the week, and we have my take on it because obviously I have a different view on him and his take on it. So I think it will be something new and fresh. So yeah, so far it's out of 26 votes, yes 62% and no 38%. At the end of the day, you guys are going to decide the yes or no on that.
And even then, in that relative distance, if you look, that lens is a couple of centimeters above the basketball, which if you scale up that basketball to the size of the Earth, that lens is probably like a good 100+ miles in the air, maybe even more than that.
Yeah, but look at the focal length of the actual camera. Does he understand that? So he's saying,
like I said, some size of an eyeball, that, isn't it?
I mean, you're literally going to be like that little, not even that pinprick on the Earth. You understand? But with him, with that, if you take that into consideration, you're literally having, let's say, the size of Africa as your lens. Really odd.
It's much higher than most weather balloons will go. So the idea of...
Yeah, Hobbs, if he's definitely not very honest, but it's just interesting to see what we can come up with yeah, it's just weird that a guy would actually, from the other side, actually come and approach me to do a channel.
Of seeing a left to right curvature with the naked eye at sea level is frankly ludicrous. Although that doesn't mean there isn't a curvature there, because again, even this is actually provable with the right equipment. You need a very high resolution camera, and by high resolution I don't mean 100 megapixel smartphone, I mean
100 megapixel. Wow. 100 megapixel smaller. Does any of you own a 100 megapixel smartphone here?
I certainly don't.
I want to know where he gets that smartphone, but okay.
You know, decent consumer level camera and a good optical quality lens that is able to render that sort of resolution in reasonable detail. And you have...
See what I'm saying, guys? Now they take this and they squash it, and now they say it's curve. It's the lens that causes this distortion. You can even have taking this photo at an angle and it will still cause a distortion. I mean, I can take my phone and I can take a photo of a line on the table and I can compress it and make that distortion. I can take a straight line and take a photo of it and it'll make a distortion. Does he know that? Should we quickly do that? Should we take a photo of a line and just put it into Google Earth, to Google Drive, and actually compress it and show it just curves? Hey JJ, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, it's sad.
A piece of apparatus that is basically two straight bars with a line running through the middle of them, so it creates a perfectly straight line. You put the left edge of the horizon up against the left edge of the bar, the right edge of the horizon up against the right edge of the bar, and if the horizon is flat, then it should run perfectly through the center line in the middle. But it doesn't. It actually goes slightly above it because...
See, he's compressing the image. Exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I remember this one. This one's quite old as well.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The one with the bar.
Yeah, this guy's literally complaining with 2015 arguments. So is he new to this whole flat earth thing? I think so, probably.
It must be new because that's
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, this is, and he's saying this is debunking flat earth. Wow.
There is a very gradual curve. It is only very, very slight, but it is there. So there is curvature.
If I take a photo of my granite counter and I compress it and it shows that curve, does that make my granite counter curved now, Dave? As far as I know, granite counter is straight.
by that logic, yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah. No, I think he is new to this argument. He has to be.
Visible low to the ground, but it is only very slight. But flat earthers like to ignore that. They go, okay, well in that case, why don't we stick a GoPro to a weather balloon and we'll send it, 80, 90, 100,000 plus feet into the air, and we'll see if we can see some curvature there. Now this one gets a little bit stupid because most of the time they are using things like GoPros and action cameras that use fisheye lenses.
Or rectilinear lenses, but even rectilinear lenses also gives distortion. You should know this. But yeah, I like how he's wearing an ISO camera shirt and he's literally showing idiot things like what he just showed with his curving. You should know that if you know anything about lenses. Did you guys notice that? So he's actually supposed to know something about cameras apparently. I'm taking that from what I've seen on his shirt, but he ignores what the distortion does because of the lens, and now he wants to talk about lens distortion. Hence why he's bringing up wide angle lenses.
Now those cameras use fisheye lenses because they're able to see very, very wide fields of view when they don't...
Yes, the fisheye lenses just take a wide angle. That's all it does. A rectilinear lens you also get wide angle rectilinear lenses, by the way. All it does is it's just a straight lens where it's not curved. But no lens is perfect. Doesn't matter how perfect your lens, it's no perfect. And think about it, if light's coming in from all directions, it has to concentrate it to the plate at a 90 degree. So therefore it can still distort the light coming in. It's called refraction, dude.
Don't need to have complicated optical designs trying to correct distortion, so it allows them to be much smaller. The downside to it is that they distort straight lines, or they distort any lines for that matter. Any line that is across the center of the image, either horizontal or vertical, will be rendered as it's intended, as it's supposed to look, but any line below that center line,
even that one at in the centers, guys, if you had to compress it, it will curve as well. Just had to note that. It does not come up perfectly straight, it comes out curved as well. Remember, the sensors pick up the light from a 3-dimensional, making it 2-dimensional. So it compresses it onto the image data.
line starts to get warped in that direction, and any line above the center line gets warped in that direction. So if you have a very faint curved line, but you put it below the center line of a fisheye lens, the distortion's going to correct it, level it out. And I've genuinely seen people post me screenshots from these sorts of weather balloons going, look, it looks flat. When the
they're saying even concave. The reason we're saying this is because it's showing to be optical and not physical curve. Me and Michael actually had a little conversation just before we started. Michael, remember when you were saying about the circle? Think about it. If you guys look into the distance, and let's say you have a circle that's far away from you, and I think I might have to draw it out. I think let's draw it out. It's going to be a bit easier to explain. I really have to get myself an editing program. This is just... okay. Whew. I don't know. It's very hot here again tonight. Let's see. Okay, let's say this is a circle. And your field of view is based on circle. I mean, if you stand here and you are seeing out there, that is the maximum radius you can see to. So obviously it's going to follow the circumference of that field of view. Now, what happens is if you're looking out in the distance, you're going to see an optical sort of curve because the light is literally showing to be distorted in the edges. It doesn't matter which lens you are using because of how your field of vision works. That radius line that's there is the same radius line that's there, and the same radius line that's there. You understand? So the distance to your eye is the same, but you see it following a arc. Now the light is following that arc because that is the limit to what you can see with that arc. So that gives the appearance of having that little bit of curve. It's not actually curved, it's got a little apparent curve because of how your eyes work. Does that make sense? I'm gonna actually do a much more in-depth video on it for you guys, explaining it better, but that's the whole gist of it. That's why when they go higher up, because you get less light because of the less atmo, and it has that gradient of light to pitch black all of a sudden, and then it looks like that curve because of that field of vision in 3-dimensional space.
the horizon's running very clearly, like halfway down the frame. There's another well-known photograph that was taken by a RAF Tornado pilot of Concorde.
Ooh, Concorde. Also a plane that debunked the globe, by the way, guys, because it went quite fast. Unfortunately, they had to stop it because of all the loud booms, because it was keep on hitting the sound barrier, and eventually it just wasn't viable because the plane tickets, I think it was like, what, 3 times the price of a normal airline. So it was just the rich and famous that actually could fly it.
70,000 feet. And
because you know why, how this also debunks this globe, guys. Remember, if they were flying at full out, it literally stretched the panels out in the plane. What is happening with the ISS apparently? At 17,500 miles an hour, much more than what the Concorde was flying. The Concorde was flying at what, 1,130 miles an hour. So let's say 17 times the amount of velocity compared to the Concorde. Is the ISS stretching while it's flying so hard? And note, the Concorde at 100,000 feet or whatever, because they said they could sort of see the curvature of Earth at that altitude, it gets so hot, even with all the cooling, when they landed again, that the people would burn their hands if they had to touch the panels. Does the ISS get so hot and it's moving much faster?
It's supposed to get hot and cold, isn't it?
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying? And I mean, this is in minus how much degrees Celsius and whatever, but it still manages to get very hot, and the panels change sizes and everything. None of this happens with the so-called ISS. None of it.
It don't matter if you get an all in it, though. You've just got an all, haven't you?
Yeah. So it's actually quite interesting. You have to take the comparison to how the Concorde worked and the niggles they had compared to what's claimed with your rockets and all your ISS and rubbish going on high up. You would actually see it debunks the globe.
You can clearly see the curvature to the horizon, and the horizon's in the middle of the frame.
Yes, Igor, it is much higher, but the amount of friction is about the same. Especially if he's going 17 times the speed that the Concorde's going. You're still going to have friction, you're just going to be hitting into particles much quicker. So therefore more friction actually.
And Concorde's below the center line, and it's straight. So that's not a fisheye lens, because otherwise the plane would be curved. Unless Concorde...
What? Is he saying this is not a fisheye lens because the plane would be curved? By the way, the plane does have a bit of a curve to it.
I'm going to say Concorde is slightly curved.
Yeah. Does he know that Concorde is, this plane's not that straight like this, like they're putting it. And this nose is usually tempered down so it can have for the airflow, and so they can see while they're flying. This whole nose, how can you say, they had to elevate it downwards when flying so the pilots can see.
So that's not a fisheye lens, because otherwise the plane would be curved. Unless Concorde was already bent and I didn't realise, and the curvature's just getting straightened out. And it can't be the canopy for the same reason. The plane, Concorde, looks perfectly flat, so the horizon is curved. But even if you're a flat earther and you ignore all that anyway, the very fact that flat earthers are trying to argue that there is no visible curvature anyway is ludicrous.
No. Like we explained, there's no visible curvature, and the only one at high altitudes, like I said, is based on your field of vision, because that's how optics work. You guys are not understanding you need physical curves. You are saying that is physical curve. That is the issue here. You don't have physical curve. There's no such thing as a physical curve. It's amazing how they try and take the insecurities about the curve and place it onto flat earthers, saying this is what they say, this is what they say, instead of actually going and proving their claim.
Ludicrous for the fact that it disproves their own...
Hey Stone Monkey, thank you for coming, good to see you, glad you could make it.
Because they're trying to claim there's no visible curvature, so the Earth must be a flat disk. Except, for example, here I have a pizza tray. Now, I think we can all agree, regardless of flat Earth or not, I think we can all agree that that is not a sphere, okay? That is a flat disk. And yet...
Oh, did you see that, guys? When he held it straight, did you see that edge looked a bit higher than those two edges? Just like he's holding it now. Does it... Obviously he's holding it a bit higher, but it gives an optical curve.
So if we imagine that
I just want to see if I can catch it when he's holding it flat.
The flat disc.
Flat. You see that, guys? It's giving a curve around it. You see that? Is it actually curving in that axis, or is it just on the horizontal plane and it looks like a curve? You see what I'm saying? Now we have to cut that out. Let's do it this way. Print screen. Plus. Let's see, crop. No, I want to crop it. Where's crop on this piece of rubbish thing? Crop image. There we go. I'm just gonna do it like we just need that little portion. There we go. What does that look like to you guys? Does that look curved? Michael? PJ?
I don't know if I'm seeing what you're showing.
Oh, there you go. You guys are on delay.
Yeah.
Okay, but we'll wait for you. While we wait for you, I'll just keep it there. Because it's a disk based on your field of view, obviously this is just a disk. We're not saying it's a physical disk. We're saying based on your field of view, it gives that optical curve. You see, it's not literally a curve, but it's amazing how that mimics how you see in high altitude. Just that slight little curve. Not really actual curve, an optical curve, guys. You can see it yet?
A little, so I'm looking at a little square of that.
Yeah, with that tray.
Pizza dish thing.
Yeah, can you see the middle looks higher? Even if you had to lay it flat, it look like it's curved, and that's what they see in the distance. Now this is based, obviously this is a pizza tray, but that's how it works with the field of view, because you are being able to see like that. It looks like it's curved. It's not actually, it's just optical. And you see there, it looks flat here. Can you see?
Yeah.
Now when you had to zoom it in, there we go. It looks curved. Thank you very much. Making arguments for us. Yeah.
It's got, in all fairness, like it's a mute argument this night, isn't it? Because Earth curve has been debunked.
Yep, Black Swan. And that's why I said I love him to actually come and discuss this with me. We're gonna leave him a message and see if he'll actually get back to me.
Of an Earth, and I put the camera above the center of it so that
there, he's making arguments. You see this, guys? You see that? Now that table is flat, correct? What happens if that table had to be stretched out further? Because of your vision, these lines show perfectly what I'm talking about. It's got the same radii. Well, obviously not in here, it's more pronounced because of the circle, but with your field of view it'll have the same radii too there. But yeah, so then it gives that
it's like going back to this compression business.
Exactly.
What about people who've been out and done 50-mile laser tests?
I think
that's not messing about with compressing images, that's actually going out and proving there's no curve.
Exactly. Okay, now he says this is straight, guys. What happens when we compress it? Oh wow, what is happening, guys? Do you see? This is the thing, and then it gets that curve because it's just compressed. This is the same argument Red Rhetoric and them had a few years back, and we just laughed at them and showed them to be dumb. This guy's definitely new to flat Earth. That's for sure.
A weather balloon floating above it. That is not a flat horizon.
No. First of all, that's not an horizon, but okay.
That is curved. If you go and stand
You see how he just debunked his own argument? Just like this circle there. Look at that. Does that look higher than that? Yes, it does. And it's on a horizontal.
And in a football field, if you go and stand in the middle of a football pitch in the centre circle.
Yes, Two Wolves, glad you could make it. It's amazing how they don't understand they're debunking their own argument while they do this. Oh. Let's see what the poll says. 37 votes. Yes, 62%. Do a channel with FTFE. Let's see. What does Tina say? But it does not have the same radius. The edge of the table is straight line with the edge of the pizza. Let me show you. If you have a center, let's say a perfect circle. I'm just gonna say it's perfect. I'm just taking an example. I'm not saying this is a perfect circle. I'm just saying to the radius in the middle, and you have it going out to that. It's going to have the same radius no matter. Okay, I'm not gonna. Let's just say we're going to make it now vertical. It doesn't matter which way you put it in, it's having the same radius value from the center to the edge. So it's going to have the same radius and same circumference. Tinas, do you understand?
Circle. That is a flat circle that you are standing in the middle of. It's curved. You can't draw a straight line from it because it's a circle, which means that the only way to have a straight line horizon is with a straight lined edge, which would then mean that the Earth would have to be a square, not a circle. Except you would then have great big corners sticking.
Wow. That's not an... Is this even an argument? I don't know. Should we call this a straw man? Because he's not actually defending the argument. He's just making up a new argument to burn. That's how it sounds to me.
Out that we obviously don't see. So any flat earther is using this argument of, well, there's no curvature from a video on a weather balloon. It's just shooting their own argument in the face of suggesting that the Earth is a disc. I mean, it becomes more hilarious that they haven't worked out yet that it seems in every single one of these videos.
Oh, look, now it's gone concave.
Of a weather balloon.
Yeah.
Would it be too much trouble to just quickly put another video on?
No, I just want to quickly just finish this video quickly. It's like literally finished. It's got a minute left.
I want to address virus where Al Baruni needing a flat plane, so can you play that video with them two?
Oh, where I had the two guys on my channel with my Baruni stream.
Yeah, the Al Baruni one. Do you know the two people?
Yeah, my Al Baruni stream. Oh, we can do that quickly.
It and then the flat baseline.
Yeah, because
sorry guys, I missed about 5 minutes. I cut out for a bit.
No stress, mate.
Alright.
Yes, I actually did a stream on this, the Al Baruni stream, where I explained this. It was live. Let's go to live. Where is it? I know it. Al Baruni. There we go. Al Baruni. There we go. That's flat. Arkham virus.
Yeah, please do. Okay.
Oh, it's gonna do an advert now quickly. Again, yes, I don't have ad blocker. Because usually I don't actually just look on YouTube, I download it. That's why I don't worry about ad blocker, just in case the trolls are wondering.
Use Chrome?
Yeah, I use Chrome, yeah. I've heard I have to use Brave. I've heard people say I must maybe move over to Brave.
Not that you need to justify yourself to anybody anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
About iBlock. You know what I mean?
Usually might as well just start with it. You can always do it again sometime, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, let's see what they're saying here. Wow, it's getting hot in here again. Whoa. I actually thought we might not be able to have a stream tonight just because of the storm alone. Because apparently there's bad storms everywhere at the moment. And it did look kind of bad before I started. Oh man. Anyway, you know what, we don't even need to see this. I'm just literally going to go like this. LB Rooney. Oh, what the hell? LB Rooney. Let's go to the images. But yeah, in that video they literally say we have to take it as flat. I think Nathan Oakley even did a thing on it as well.
Yeah, it's just Virus. There's no telling him, is there?
But Virus knows this. That's what I don't understand. Virus
No,
actually has seen
it's been shown to be wrong live. You know what I mean? It's
Virus actually.
but while he's in chat banging on about it, I just thought you might as well show it. Job's done, innit? If he wants to deny it after that, then
yeah,
he's just silly.
you see what they did. What he did. He walked a certain amount, Virus, and then he took it to there. And then he had to walk another distance still on the flat plane, and then he took the angle measurement again, and that's how he worked out the radius of the Earth. Now obviously they say no, but because it's curved, that second line is that side to there. That's all. But he literally did it using a flat plane.
Yeah,
this is wrong.
He needed two angles on a flat plane to get the height of the mountain before he went up mountain.
Yeah.
And then assumed the Earth were above.
Yeah. Hey Tina. Yeah, Tinas. I'm in Tabazimbi. I heard Pretoria is a bit underwater at the moment, and the wind has come up again now. I don't know if you guys can hear it. So yeah, we're expecting. Oh, the wind is coming up bad again. So, but yeah, it's so nice not to just have an hour stream tonight, hey guys. I hated that. The hour was just too short today. This week I couldn't take it. It was literally too short.
Yeah, it was quite quick. It just went over just like that. It just went past just like that. Do you know what I mean? In a flash.
Yeah.
Play in stop quite often because obviously I don't want strikes or anything.
Yeah, that's the shard,
But
guys.
you have to pay attention. I don't know if you've watched this video before, but it's
You know what? I'm just gonna put this link in for you guys. If you want to go watch it.
I think it's kind of a novel idea that you could measure the radius of the Earth.
Did you hear that? Trying to use radius of the Earth using triangles.
Yeah, triangles, guys.
People.
Yeah. With just a couple of triangles and a mountain and bronze asteroid. Okay, so let's say you've got the Earth like this.
It's just another one of them where the argument past defeat.
Yeah.
It's a radius through to the center, and that is the mountain on the on the circle sphere. Remember, they've already assumed the sphere here.
Now, if
Okay.
you draw yourself a nice right angle triangle.
A right angle triangle.
Creating a right triangle to the what? The horizon.
Oh, so Tinas, you in Pretoria?
To the
It's good to
horizon.
know.
This is you looking at the horizon, which is tangent to the surface of the Earth.
Looking at the horizon. So, Globus, would that be a physical horizon or a refracted horizon? Note that I already didn't even know about refraction.
Yeah, he didn't.
Then, to make this right angle triangle.
Going to the center, obviously.
That was
Call it C, call it C.
C,
Yeah, you're looking at it.
but that's
Okay.
a right angle.
Yeah.
So the difference will give us that little angle.
Yeah.
Co-altitude angle, yeah.
Maybe something
Oh
here
yeah,
as well.
then yeah.
This must have triggered something in their mind,
That
surely.
was, C.
Yeah, you're looking
And that there is C.
Yeah, cut.
You guys understand that? It's a depression angle, so C.
It's on the same part as blue balls and it's kind of gas.
Just
Yeah.
duplicating the angle so they can put it inside the sphere. Note,
Now, this is
duplication.
right angle triangle, right? So this distance here comes on curvature. Yeah, sure.
Okay, now she's just going to do globe math. We obviously don't need to do it. With how they're using costs and everything,
Mm-hmm.
now the fun comes. Because this is what they actually do to it.
You want the height, you want to work out the height of the shard as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right,
We're doing the whole thing.
Okay, fine. Right, so here's the shard then.
Do a bit, isn't it?
Now you must pay attention, Alconvirus.
Okay, so here's the
Go
height.
old school.
Oh man.
destroying the shard. That's the building in the back there. If you guys don't know.
Where's the virus? Does it run off for this devastating?
Not
video?
sure. But look at that. Listen.
What's that? Is that a flat baseline? So they can work up the height of the shard?
Close enough to the shard that the Earth can be flat.
Ah, to work it out, it has to be flat. What did you say?
Close enough to the shard that the Earth could be flat.
So now.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, what did you say again?
I witnessed something.
Whoop, boop, 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 boop. Adverts. Just comes up all of a sudden.
You get more adverts than you do on TV.
Actually not. I tried to watch a movie the other day, and it was just adverts. I told my wife, no, it was when we watched my daughter's live finals.
Yeah.
About with the choir, and it was more adverts than they actually showed the finals. And we were like, this is why we don't miss TV at all, because it's literally just adverts upon adverts upon adverts. Show 3 minutes to 5 minutes of the show, and then it's back to 10 minutes adverts. So it's like you're watching an hour-long show where 40 minutes of it is adverts and 20 minutes of it is show. And that's how it is on TV today. That's why I don't watch TV. My TV I literally use for my computer now, and then we have it obviously as a smart TV for YouTube and whatever for the kids.
I don't watch television.
Where
I keep getting them letters off at TV license rooms.
So you're close enough to the shard.
Yeah, you told me.
You see, that's the way they do. They have to obfuscate from, they actually require a flat baseline to work out.
Mm-hmm.
So, they have to
Level
change
with
the words
topography,
to
exactly
close
face
enough.
reality.
It could be flat. No, it's simply, it is flat. That's why you're measuring it flat. And afterwards, adapting it to your sphere.
Yep.
So now.
Oh, yeah. I'm happy to resume that.
The way that you can do it
I protracted that.
is from a reasonable distance away, say here.
Yeah.
We can look up
Gotcha.
at the shard, measure that angle.
Cool. So, measuring angle A to the top of the mountain in Alberini's case, yeah, it would be the shard. Angle A. That would be a right angle triangle. Let's carry on.
Yep, they do live in a subliminal dream world tools.
And then we'll go a little bit further away, and we'll measure it again. B.
And that would be angle B. Because they're walking. So in other words, they take the first angle there and they walk away and make the second angle based on the same horizontal plane. Everybody? On a globe, you've got a bit of an issue there because that zenith would be a different zenith to that. So it wouldn't have the same 90-degree angle to the shard.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that tell you? Flat baseline.
And then as
The only way that you can achieve it.
Yeah.
Yep, only way you can achieve it is a flat baseline.
Maybe we'll do like 100 meters or so.
Yep.
So that's B.
Well, the distance, yep.
Then can you.
Okay, so that's just what they did actually. They took the measurement there A, using his Kamal or whatever he used, and then he paced distances to B, let's say 100 yards or feet or whatever, and he took another angular distance. That's how they can work it. Because they know that physical distance between point A, point B, then they can work out the trigonometric function to get that height. What did I tell you guys? Straight baseline, same horizontal plane. In other words, this so-called zenith on a globe would have to be the same so-called zenith and the same zenith. What happens on a globe? You have different zeniths, so it won't work on a globe. That's why you have to have a flat baseline. Thank you, Albert Rooney, for throwing this.
Yeah, and that's it. Is that what you wanted to show him, Michael?
Adam?
Is that what you wanted to show him?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It'll have fell on deaf ears with Virus Light, but we tried.
Look, to give all honesty to Virus, at least he's not scared to come and actually talk when asked though.
I like Virus
Yeah.
Light, though. Probably in sound, but it's silly. And I'm only being honest.
Yeah.
And Virus knows what I think, anyway. So.
Yeah.
But
Taking a go.
Wow. What's that happening? Is it straight right through the top to the middle to the bottom?
Probe.
And then it
The
curves
horizon
again.
is always equal distance in every direction. Doesn't matter where in the world the balloons launch from.
Yeah, but remember what you're saying with your field of view, the radius to the circumference. You see how here it's much sharper and how it fades away on the edges. That's because of your field of view. You have what you call a 360-degree bubble field of view around you, and that's why it gives that apparent curve, not actual curve. It's just apparent.
The horizon always ends up equal distance in every direction. On a flat disk only happens when you're directly above the center, which either means that every single weather balloon with a GoPro on that people are launching takes off, happens to fly thousands of miles to straight above the North Pole and up, and then when the balloon bursts, it happens to come back down on the exact same path.
No. What is it trying to say here? Goes up to the North Pole and burst happens to go to the exact same path. No. More. Just creating arguments that no one's ever made.
Right back to where it started. Or you're above a sphere where it doesn't matter where you are on the surface of it, you go straight up, you're always looking at the same size cross section in every direction. Anyway, that is going to conclude this particular rant. As always, feel free to chime in with your thoughts in the comments down below while you're down.
And this was a day ago, I think. Yeah, 1 day ago. So what do you think I should write to him, guys? Hi Dave, just found your channel. What should I say? Thank you for your concern. But you do have some issues with your arguments. Would you like to come on my channel sometime and actually have a conversation? And yes, I am a flat earther. How's that sound? Hope to hear from you soon. Comment. Rachie, did you maybe leave a comment to him? Hey PJCnet, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Wow, excellent point there at the end. Some FEs have realized this horizon problem. Yeah. If it was only. Okay, there's mine. 11 seconds ago. Fantastic explanation. So it'll be interesting to see if he'll get back to me. Do you think he has any other videos on Flat Earth? What kind of videos does he do? He does... How were moon takeoffs filmed? Okay, so he does more filming and stuff. Why is there light fall off? So he obviously defends the moon landings, guys. So I was right when it was with his shirt that is saying he knows about cameras and stuff. Then why is he ignoring what I just showed about the... I didn't comment, was planning to but got distracted. So yeah guys, this is just a chat channel, just a chat stream, so there's nothing too serious going on. I was just excited to see that at least so we could chat about that a bit. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? PJ or Michael or anybody that's there wanting to come in and talk. Hey, was good to see you. Thank you for coming. Hey, Mr. Obvious. Great. Glad you guys can make it.
I haven't really got any ideas at all.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't really work out a topic tonight, so it makes it a bit difficult. But it's good to know we don't really have to just end in an hour. So I'm enjoying that.
Yeah. It'd be nice if somebody else joined to come and tell.
Yeah, is Lumpy here still?
I don't think he's in chat.
Yeah. Hope you're all doing well. If you guys haven't already, if you do like this, please just hit the like button, even the dislike, it doesn't matter. Just hit any kind of thumbs and just share the show, please, so we can get out to a wider audience. Oh, yeah, you guys can hear the weather putting up now. Oh, I think Simon Dan had his Flat Earth Friday today, did not? Because every Friday he has it. 12 hours ago.
I don't.
Flat Earth compilation.
I don't watch any of their channels, so I don't know.
No, because I just wanted to know, because I mean it's been what, how long now since he says next time, and it was supposed to be me again. Where was the one that he actually did on me? This one, yeah, 3 weeks ago. And 3 weeks ago he says next time he's going to do my part 2. That was 3 weeks ago. He still hasn't done my part 2, guys. Although his part 1 wasn't actually even anything but showing how dumb he is. He didn't actually rebut anything. So yeah. He's just loud Simon Dan. Whew. The coolest spaceflight footage of all time. Space is fake. How do you have spaceflight? Did you? I actually saw a video today of Adam Savage.
Imagine though, like in Simon, in most of the cases, they can't stand flat Earth. They hate it so much, but yet they have to make content about it. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Where is that video? Adam Savage video is not showing you. Oh man. I'm really hoping. Oh yeah, this I actually wanted to show last night, some of this thermodynamics system, because the ballers don't actually understand what thermodynamic systems is, it seems to me. I want to quickly go to his
motion array
his
is the
channel.
quickest way to make your
Yes, motion array. Builds his own lightsabers. There, this one. Did you see how paper mache this the space shuttle is? It's supposed to be real, guys. But I want to show you something. They even say it's very brittle. I want to see where we can. He says, yeah, which is actually remarked very odd, where he says it look. You can literally see it's handmade. You can see it's handmade. Well, let me show you why you can say it's handmade. I want to get to the point.
Well, there's that video at ISS from Russians, and that you can clearly see that's an airfield model.
Yeah, but look at these panels. I'm trying to get to where they show the panels on the side. Yeah, look at this. Obviously I'm not going to put sound on for obvious reasons, because they will definitely give me copyright strike. Look at this. Do you see that? You know, like when they have the arm cast if you break your arm or something, that papyrus? Plastica. That's how it looks. Literally, you're going to see now. And she literally states there that that it's very brittle. They try and put a goo on it. Look at that. This is their panels. They literally just layer it with these panels of that very brittle mache rubbish. How is that going to withstand the things they're saying is going to withstand? Is there a reason why they are supposed to be that way? I don't know, maybe one of the globies have a point on why it's supposed to be that kind of material that they use. Look at that. It literally just looks like they stuck a whole bunch of paper mache, cardboarded plaster Paris and stuff together just to make the craft. So yes, and I wonder why they say it looks hand built. It's just something that stood out to me, that's all. I mean, it reminds me a lot of the first Apollo mission kind of thing with the paper mache and scaffolding and tinfoil. You know what I mean? So it's just something
I've never been up close and personal to one to have a good look at it, so I wouldn't like to say, but
yeah, it's really odd. It's just something that stood out to me. Here's the hatch. Look at that. This is in more detail. Does that look very professionally built to you?
well, it looks like corrugated cardboard.
Yeah, that's what I say. Exactly. You know, when you did arts and crafts in school, and you used paint on like cloth, and you just put it over cardboard. You smeared it over the cardboard. That's how it looks like this. To build a paper mache model. So I don't understand what the function would be of this on a so-called rocket that's supposed to go to space, you know, a spaceship, as they would say it. It's just something really odd that caught my eye when I saw that today. I was like, Lunar transit, waning crescent, beautiful. Yeah, look, the rest of the moon disappeared again, guys. If you guys haven't already, do go to visit Travis's channel. He also has some really awesome stuff. The Plain Truth. Whew. I am actually quite tired today, I have to be honest. Is there anybody that actually wants to come and chat in Discord or anything? Nobody? Any takers? Guess not. If you guys haven't known, Nathan Oakley is holding up a GoFundMe for Neil Casatino because he's moving from New York to Alabama, and it's going to cost quite a lot. So if you guys do have the heart, please do donate to him, guys. Really would appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Bill Nye the Science Guy was scientifically weird. That's a weird one.
You were weird though, weren't you?
Yeah. But I mean, look how odd these guys are. I mean, look at Brian Cox, even when he was dressed up as a woman that once or whatever. I don't know, they really got a weird persona on them. Stormtrooper. I don't see anything interesting that is going on, guys. Exponential physics. Racine. Wow. Can you believe he's actually got 905k views on that video, proving the world is flat. Yeah, And did that flight ever happen? No, and it will never happen because they keep having excuses when someone actually says they would give the money for it. Because they cannot fly that route. It's impossible. You're not allowed to fly that route commercially.
I'm going to post this level Earth Observer video in Telegram.
Yeah, then we can watch levels.
It's ISS, it looks like an FX model.
Uh-huh. Let's look at that.
A quick one today. We're on this.
A lot of the ISS looks like a FX model though. If you guys, hey Alan, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. I wonder if I have to download it. I hope you're doing well, Alan. It's actually nice to have such a late stream again. Is there no takers to come and chat in a bit? 43 votes so far. Michael, sorry, you are outvoted. So far, it looks like we're going to like we're going to have a channel with FTFE.
Listen, it don't matter what I think. It's you, isn't it? It's your choice.
We'll give it a go and see how it works. What? Oh man, I don't want to go into Merriam-Webster. Oh,
just a quick one today. We're on the Soyuz rocket, apparently. We've just departed the ISS. We're looking back at the International Pantomime stage, and we can see the shuttle is docked there. We're now going to look at this official footage as the guys in the Soyuz
Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, do subscribe to Level Earth Observer. He's really got an awesome channel. It's good to see he's almost at 10k subs, so that's good. He's growing very well. I'm happy for him. But I have to say, guys, I thank you for all you guys that's helping me with the views and stuff. You guys know that my channel views is the same on par as Level Earth Observer, about 30k a month. And my channel is not even 3,000 subscribers, so I really am chuffed about that. So it's all thanks to all of you that support me by watching this channel. Thank you very much.
Ballers, innit? Who'll troll you.
So yeah, they do help me in a way. Oh man, okay, I think I'm gonna have to roll the downloader.
Zoom in on the ISS.
Every time I want to download it, it wants to play.
Is this real? Or is this just a cheap, tacky model?
Cheap, tacky model.
Let's have a look.
It's quite loud. Look at that, guys. Definitely looks like a cheap, tacky model there.
Terrible.
Huh? You know what this reminds me of? Remember Thunderbirds?
Can you remember that old one, Giants in Space? With that satellite launch, that guy's big headed background.
Yeah.
Dear, oh dear.
I love when he says that. Oh dear, oh dear. He's got away with words.
Now,
It's
no
laughable
offense,
though,
if
innit?
you want to believe in this
Yeah.
stuff, you carry on. I was a space fan. Believe
Yeah.
you me, I loved it. 1977, I sat in the cinema at Gloucester, popcorn flying everywhere, as I done everyone's head in around me as I watched.
Sorry, Frigstrom. First of all, they're not dumb heads. And no, they don't let power go to the heads, they just get rid of trolls. That's why they are mods in the first place. If you don't like it...
I bet it says Fregstrom as a soccer account as well.
Yeah. Giants in space.
Yeah,
it makes me think
you're going to have to find it now as we're talking about it.
remember that old movie Spaceballs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how real your guys' space is. When you look at Spaceballs,
That's where Thingy made from, innit? Mega made.
Yeah. I think it's one word. Spaceballs, 1987. There we go. This is how realistic your globe is, guys. That was actually a funny movie.
Star Wars there. So for me,
Oh man, I can feel I'm not. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock already. Okay, so I'm going to end the poll, guys, and I'm going to say
to find out all this is nonsense. Trust me, it was a tough pill to swallow. But the truth is the truth.
Hey, look who pops in, Michael, another troll. Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Is that you, Sean Hawkins? Must be. I wanted to ask you now something. Oh yeah, what topic would you guys want? No, I don't want to ask that. What topic would you guys want tomorrow's show to be about? Tomorrow. Okay, guys. So that's the Q&A. What topic should the show be about tomorrow? Get those votes coming in. Do type in. Yeah, Wazzy has sock. Obviously.
Yeah.
When was he created? Now.
June 22.
With no content probably. Yeah.
No content.
Yeah.
Now when we're looking at this ISS, to me, this just looks like a fucking Airfix model. I mean, look at the shuttle. It's just an Airfix model, a toy. Look at the state of this.
The lighting isn't even right. Do you understand? That's why you can see it's studio lighting. Look how yellow it is as well. It's not the same as what you get with the actual sun. It's a different type of ambient. I don't know how the people think they can get away with this, but yeah, obviously they do get away with it because look how much gullible globers there are. Conspiracy was 777. Is that the topic for tomorrow? Conspiracy. Okay, we'll take that as number 1 vote.
I don't want to influence your decision here. If you're going to ask me, we've just zoomed in on a model here. I could probably knock something up better for 40 quid. Let's carry on. Official footage. So I'll pose the question. Is that real? Or is that just a cheap, tacky model? You tell me.
Alan Oshan, moon landing. Okay, so we got conspiracy and moon landing debunking. I like that. Let's at least get 1 or 2 more topics, then I can create a poll and we can vote on it.
Trouble in space this morning as the International Space Crew attempted a spacewalk outside the station. Here's a live look at the
This was funny. This was epic though. A live look, guys. Hey Gleam, good to talk. Good to see you. Talk about the maths about perspective. That's another one we can put on.
astronaut. Well, I don't believe yeah.
Brilliant. That was epic. Okay, so let's start a poll. Let's see. Moon landing. Debunks. What was it? Perspective. Add option. Conspiracy. One more. Let's just give one more, guys. Which one do you think we should do? Coriolis. Earth-based Coriolis. How's
No,
that?
not Coriolis.
Not Coriolis, okay.
Not Coriolis.
Gravity. Nah. Not in the mood for that. I don't know. There must come just one more, guys. Let's think of one more idea. There has to be one more. Relative density disequilibrium? Gravity? Or how about housekeeping questions? The flat earth debate housekeeping question, we can do that. I'm just going to leave it like that, just those three then. Let's cancel that. Okay. There's the three, guys. We'll end the Q&A. Confirm. And there is the poll to chat.
You could like tie conspiracy in with moon landing, because
actually, yeah,
landing is actually a conspiracy.
But conspiracy can even sit in perspective as well, because I mean, they've taken perspective and hijacked it to call it Earth curve. Archivarius, Northern Lights and Southern Lights, what about them? So far, perspective is winning, guys. Wow, I thought moon landings is gonna win. To be honest.
I ain't clicked on any.
Huh?
I ain't clicked on any. I'm going for moon landing, Debo.
I thought moon landing is gonna run away with us, and now it's perspective running away. I love perspective.
Perspective because it's something that's covered a lot.
Yeah, I love perspective. It is my favorite subject though, because
I love it because balls don't understand it.
Probably. I mean, since my first videos on this channel is based on perspective, so I'm more than happy to do perspective. But like I said, I'm actually planning now to take some time this December to start writing my book on perspective. I'm writing a online PDF book. So, oh man, now that's gone up to conspiracy to. This is quite a close call, guys. It's almost like a three-way tie. Hectic. Yes, the Borealis, Northern Lights and Southern Lights are beautiful, definitely. Try playing this one, Flatzoid, okay?
I don't see how they're out to do with the shape of Earth, though, right?
No.
Jesus fucking Christ, Neil! How many times do we have to try this? One small step for a man, not man, a man, and that's you. Everybody.
Thank you, Alan.
Fine, Neil, practice your fucking line. Oh yeah, let's use real pipe.
Isn't this, what's the name? What's it? Those Penn and Teller. I think this is Penn and Teller, guys. Yeah, it is. Oh, and you saw that wire there. Thank you for that link. So far, it's looking like perspective and conspiracy is literally tie, hand in hand, guys. Moon landing is just behind. Yeah, they actually go together, and moon landing. But the moon landing perspective can also work. How's that sound? Oh man. Yeah, guys, again on show Neil Constantino's what's the name? Let's see if it's updated, if anybody has still not. If you guys feel that you would like to give him any money to help him move to Alabama, please do click on the link and do so. All the help is appreciated, because we are all here to help each other, guys. Okay, so conspiracy is winning, guys. 33%. No, moon landings is winning. 39%. Moon landing is winning. Alan's happy about that because he likes the moon landing debunks.
Are you going to join us in voice chat, Alan?
Owen, yeah, you can. Owen, you gonna come in to chat a bit?
Alan.
Alan, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, Alan, would you like to come into Element tomorrow and chat a bit maybe? On the moon landings, because it'd be quite great. Because he actually brings quite a lot of the moon landing stuff.
Yeah.
He's really brought up some awesome videos on his channel from that. Hey Psych Bear, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Big Bear stream. It's okay. Oh, yeah. Aye. So yeah, we can always do it this way, guys. Tomorrow night we do the moon landings or conspiracy because it's it's halfway, and then whoever comes in second place will do Sunday night. How's that sound?
It's all good.
Yeah. So first place gets tomorrow night, second place gets Sunday night, and then third place can get next week sometime. Because next week we're gonna have Brian's Logic and Adam Meeker on one night. We're going to have hopefully FE Pilot on as well one night, and then Gleam. I wonder if you would like to come on sometime. Let me know, because I think you have some awesome stuff to offer as well. If you would love to, Gleam, maybe you can come with a perspective, this perspective one, because you also have a very cool thing to talk about. Here is Flat Earth is 1969. We see the moon as a sphere due to our eyes and camera lenses in old documentaries. Sir Patrick Moore, one pair of eyes. Can you speak Venetian? Really? I didn't know that. I didn't realize they said that. We see the moon as a sphere due to our eyes, just like what I was saying with the circle earlier. Awesome, Alan. Yeah, it'd be great to have you in. But Gleam, it would also be awesome if you wanted to come in sometime and talk. Then just let me know. That I can give you the Element link as well. Awesome. Yeah. So I think with perspective, it'd be great. You can come and talk because you're also quite clued up on that. I'll contact you on Skype, and then I can give you the Element link. How's this going? How long have we been going on already?
2
This is not,
hours.
wow, much better than an hour like we usually be doing this whole week. So
An hour goes really quick. It's crazy.
yeah, no, yeah, I hated just the hour. It just didn't feel right. So far moon landings and conspiracy is up for tomorrow and Sunday. Come on guys, we need more votes. Yeah, they believe the moon landing, but the same about Earth. We only see Earth we only see Earth as a sphere due to the eyes and camera being spheres. Really old doc and good. Yeah, we're gonna look at that. Let me see if we can find it. What you say? Sir Patrick Moore, can you speak Venetian? Is it on YouTube or is it just there we go. Oh, I remember this. I saw like this is like where they had the children and stuff. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna. I remember. Then they're gonna have the children in the background in the beginning now or something. Yep, there we go. In the beginning, I remember this. We'll definitely show this.
I'm just laughing at chat. Sorry.
Yeah. Solar winds.
Solar wind and Atmo what?
Okay, you also have Skype. Awesome, Alan. I will contact. Is your name Alan Nostrand on Skype? Then I can just contact you like that. I remember watching this a while back. Yeah, there's the children I was talking about. You see there? Yeah, I remember this. Thank you for that. I'm gonna actually download it already.
The blast from past.
Yeah. I'm gonna download it already because definitely a well worth. That's actually more than just an that's on a stream in itself. Download. There we go. That's just a stream on itself there. Whew. NASA fan proves moon landing fraud. Wow.
Greetings, friends and citizens, and welcome to this edition of Brother
Bartzabrel. Ah, sorry, unfortunately I can't show Bartzabrel because he'll probably copyright strike this, guys. Remember, he did it to you when you mirrored one of his things, Michael.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he really brings awesome stuff, but he loves to. Yeah, he only lets you watch it on his channel stuff, unfortunately. But yeah, the shadows and stuff definitely do debunk the moon landing.
Nearly every video on my channel's got copyright.
Yeah, but you don't really worry because you don't.
I'm not worried, like, but just saying.
Let's see how the poll's going. It's still stuck on 37%. But anyway, if we do talk about conspiracy, what did you guys? Oh yes, we can do this for now, guys.
And where you place that boundary becomes important.
Well, there's a lot of conspiracy to look into regarding the landing itself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I mean, I think they're on about it on FED today. Globe is a conspiracy.
Yeah, 100% agree. The globe is the conspiracy. I had a chat with some guys in Discord a few weeks ago where they tell me, oh, the flat earth conspiracy, just because we go against consensus. Because I said, since when is flat earth conspiracy? And they told me, no, it's because you go against the earth consensus. So I said, okay, then does that make the first globe believers conspiracy theorists because they went against the flat earth consensus of the time? And they told me, no, that's not the same. Yeah. So when it was believed to be flat and they went against the consensus, they are not they don't see them as conspiracy theorists. But if you're the flat earthers that go against the globe consensus, then you're a conspiracy theorist. Double standards much. You have 2 accounts on Skype, but yes, Alan Norstrand should work. Okay, cool. Then I'll just search for you there quickly tomorrow, Alan. But I'll do it before the time so we can get the.
I'm just having a little look now. Ask him if it's spelt with small a.
I'm sure he heard you. Alan, is it spelled with a small a?
I forgot.
Okay, I'm gonna play this quickly. I wanted to play this last night actually.
Our concepts and our words.
Because I actually have this in one of my videos, guys, on my channel with thermodynamic systems. Brilliant teaching this.
And what you'll find is that when you do problem sets, especially at the beginning, very understanding the words and the conditions of the problem sets is most of the way into solving the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about
definitions.
Things like,
definitions, the thing that globers love to throw away. Like Ruhaf. No, I don't accept your definition because it goes against what my globe belief is. That type of thing. Yeah, how can anyone believe gas giants are in a vacuum? Yeah, I don't know how. But they're quite insane to believe that.
Like systems.
Systems. Woo!
The system is that part of the universe that we're studying. These are going to be fairly common sense definitions, but they're important.
Just going to copy that. Let me just quickly check it out there, Alan. Just while we can. No, it doesn't pick you up. Alan.
I've got him.
Norstrand, yeah. I also got him. Okay.
You want me to I'll get him linked.
I already got him. Sure. Yeah. Great. Now we can carry on. I just wanted to make sure I could get him. Okay. Let's get going.
Important, and when you get to a problem set, really nailing down what the system is.
Mm-hmm.
Not more nor less in terms of the amount of stuff that's part of the system. It's going to be often very crucial.
Yeah.
So you've got the system. For instance, it could be a person. I'm the system. I could be a system. It could be.
Yeah, remember, you are a system because you're physical.
Yeah. Hot coffee in a thermos.
Mm-hmm. Another
So
system.
The coffee and the milk and whatever else you like in your coffee would be the system. A glass of water with ice in it.
Got it. Awesome.
Volume of air in a part of a room. Like 4 liters on this corner of the room. That's my system.
Yep. And it's an open system. This is what I love about this. He's literally talking about the different thermodynamic systems, and this is what's so death-defying to the Globers. They can't understand this.
After you define what your system is,
Yeah, surroundings.
whatever is left.
That's really important, guys. Because you have your system, that's why you define it as open, closed, or isolated. Then you have to define the surroundings, because there's always a surrounding system to the system.
Left over of the universe is the surroundings.
Yeah.
If I'm the system, then everything else is the surroundings. You are my surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
Saturn is my surroundings. As far as we can go in the universe, that's part of the surroundings.
Exactly.
And then between the system and the surroundings is the boundary.
Between the systems and the surroundings is the boundary, guys.
And the boundary is a surface that's real, like the outside of my skin.
The boundary is the surface that's real, like the surface of the skin. So it's a physical boundary, guys. You listen to that. A physical surface. I literally wanted to show this last night. I just couldn't get to it. So yes, guys, remember, boundary is a physical boundary.
Or the inner wall of the thermos that has the coffee in it.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be an imaginary boundary. For instance, I can imagine that there's a boundary that surrounds the 4 liters of air that's sitting in the corner there. It doesn't have to.
Just because you're imagining it doesn't mean it's not in a surrounding system. You're just cutting it off hypothetically.
The real container to contain it is just an imaginary boundary there. And where you place that boundary becomes important. So, for instance, for the thermos with the coffee in it, if you place the boundary in the inside wall of the glass or the outside wall of the glass and the inside of the thermos, that makes a difference. Different heat capacity, etc.
Yep.
So this becomes where defining the system and the boundaries and everything becomes important. You got to place the boundary at exactly the right place, otherwise you've got to do too much.
Or yeah, that's what's important. You first define the system, then you define the surroundings, then you define the boundary. I hope you're paying attention, Akamvirus, because this is actually very important.
Okay, more definitions. The system can be an open system, or it can be
a closed system.
Closed system.
Yep. Or an isolated system.
Or it can be isolated.
There we go. 3 systems, guys. And remember, this is thermodynamics. So remember when FTFE tells me it's only for isolated systems. Why do they ignore the closed and open systems, guys? I know. Because if they have to ignore it, because it debunks their whole globe argument. That's why.
The following content is provided under a Creative Commons license.
Oh, man.
Your support will help MIT OpenCourseware continue to offer.
Did I click away?
And where you place that boundary becomes important. So, for instance, for the thermos with the coffee in it, if you place the boundary in the inside wall of the glass or the outside wall of the glass and the inside of the thermos, that makes a difference. Different heat capacity, etc. So this becomes where defining the system and the boundaries and everything becomes important. You got to place the boundary at exactly the right place, otherwise you got to...
Yep, otherwise it bounces. I can't believe how close these votes are, guys. 32%, 32% and 36%. So far conspiracy is winning, guys. Literally by 4%. We need more votes. It's like you guys are trying to make it on purpose that it all comes up to 33%. Are you guys wanting us to talk about the Masons for some odd reason?
A bit too much for your system or a bit too little? Okay, more definitions. The system
is it open, closed,
system,
or isolated?
Or it can be a closed system,
or no, isolated.
The definitions are also important here. An open system, as the name describes, allows mass and energy to freely...
So conspiracy's winning now, Michael. 42%. Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's the one I thought was going to do the least out of this. Do you know that? I thought moon landings is going to run away with this, then perspective, then conspiracy.
Conspiracy can take you down any path, can't it?
Yeah, we can use conspiracy in any of these,
I
actually.
mean, you can start off with conspiracy and still go to moon landing.
Yeah, you could go with it, even to perspective with conspiracy if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could,
yeah. Okay, guys, that's the Masons telling you to talk about them. Yes, Lumpy. Maybe we should get RV on again. He does want to come on sometime again, though.
Boundary. Mass and energy.
Is this the guy who draws a box full of gas on blackboard?
Flow through boundary.
He's one of them. But no, it's another. It's another IT professor. No, but that's other MIT professor. Yeah. Oops. But he also still explains it though.
Oh, same classroom.
Yeah, same class as MIT. If you guys really want to learn stuff, do go on to their lectures. MIT has some awesome lectures. So yes, it's free online for lecturing. So when someone comes, oh, but you got YouTube, did you learn it from YouTube? Yeah, it's as good as going to MIT. I'm just not paying the tuition fees to sit in the classes. Do I need to do it if I can get it free? No.
YouTube is brilliant for. Oh, you want to learn? You can if you want to learn how to change a plug, you can find somebody showing you how to do it on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can watch lectures from real professors.
Yeah, but MIT, Khan Academy, it's all on YouTube for free. So why do you have to go and be like these guys and spend thousands of dollars going into debt to get indoctrinated further, where you can just learn it on YouTube anyway? Obviously you're not going to get the qualifications on YouTube for it, but you're still learning it. At the end of the day, it's how about you being practical? Are you putting it into practical use? How much of these students now past actually have a job in what they were studying? Do they use it every day? That's another one. I mean, there's so much people I know that went to university that said they literally wasted their money. They literally went into debt, and they're not even in the career path that they studied for.
Then when they can't get a job in that field that they've worked so hard to get a qualification in, they then find that they can't get like remedial jobs because they're overqualified.
Exactly. It makes it difficult actually, and they need the jobs to pay the debt off that they had to do to get the qualifications they needed. That's sad.
Mass and energy. I'm an open system.
Yep.
Right.
You see, just like that pipe with blue marble signs, an open system. It comes in and out the system. Mass and energy goes through the borders.
Water vapor goes through my skin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hot compared to the air of the room. Or cold if I'm somewhere that's warm. So energy can go back and forth. The thermos, with a lid on top, is not an open system. Hopefully your coffee's going to stay warm, hot in the room. It's not going to get out. So the thermos is not an open system. In fact, the thermos is an isolated system. The isolated system is the opposite of...
Just have to point out, guys, our isolated system is actually just a hypothetical. Hey, Geometry, welcome back. Good to see you. The poll is simply what you're voting for tomorrow night's topic. So whichever topic gets voted most will be tomorrow night, which comes in second will be Sunday night, and the third will be one of the streams next week. So that's what it stands for. So choose your favorite one which you would like us to chat about, to have a topic about.
The open system. No mass and no energy can flow through the boundary. The closed system...
You see, that's what I say with the thermos, it's based on an isolated system, but it's actually false, because it does still lose energy. That's why I say it's a hypothetical. I mean, you guys used the thermos before and you saw it's still, if you leave it long enough, it's still going to become cold. I mean, you put coffee or tea in, it gets cold after. It just takes longer for that energy to get. That's why I said it's just a hypothetical.
Yeah, when I used to work a 12-hour night shift, no way did my coffee stay warm all night.
That's why isolated system is actually just a hypothetical. And that's why when they say thermodynamics is based on isolated system, it's because the isolated system is the, how can you put it, the all big boundary, as like the universe is seen as the isolated system, because that's the end boundary of all the systems inside the system. So when they say, okay, but thermodynamics only deals with the isolated system, no. Thermodynamics deals with all three systems. The isolated system is just literally the hypothetical to give the end boundary for the systems. So that's why you have open systems inside that system and you have closed systems inside that system. So if Earth is classified as an open system inside the universe, it's an open system classified inside an isolated universe. Understand? But then, because it's open, entropy will take place, and energy and mass will leave the system, and it will try to equalize with the surrounding system, go past the boundaries.
Allows energy to transfer through the boundary, but not mass. So a closed system would be, for instance, a glass of ice water with an ice cube in it with a lid on top. Right? The glass is not very insulating. Energy can flow across the glass, but I put a lid on top and so the water can't get out.
Yeah.
That's a closed system. And it goes through the boundary, but nothing else.
Yep, so closed. So the mass cannot leave or go out. It literally stays in. Just like when the globers want to say, oh, but Earth is actually a closed system, then the astronauts and rockets and stuff cannot actually leave the system. They cannot leave it because it would be closed. But no, they leave it according to the heliocentric model, so that means it's an open system.
Okay, important definitions, even though they may sound really...
Yeah, Occam Virus, that would be great. Yeah, we can talk about thermodynamics one day if you would love to. Definitely work it out sometime. Shot, dude.
Kind of dumb, right? But they're really important because when you get the problem, figuring out whether you have an open, closed, or isolated...
Hey, Not One, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you can make it. Yeah, it's good to see everybody here. I'm happy that we're going on with such a nice long, late stream, because it actually, a lot of the people can only actually come in this late. I've realized that.
What's the surroundings? What's the boundary? What is the system? That's the first thing to make sure.
Shot Akam, have a good evening further or day wherever you are, mate. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you being here. Please just don't forget to hit that like button and share. Please, guys. Thanks.
If it's not clear, the problem is going to be impossible to solve. And that's also how people, find ways to break the second law, because somehow they've messed up on what their system is. Right? And they've included too much or too little in the system, and it looks to them that the second law is broken and they've created...
You see, guys? And that's what happens with the globe. They messed up the system, Okay, that's why I keep asking them, is it an open or a closed system? They don't give enough information, or they ignore some aspects of it, and that's why it looks to be broken. That's why that's where you get Rumpus saying, but thermodynamics is not, what did he say, Michael? Thermodynamics does not, is not part of Earth. It doesn't apply to Earth. I think that's what he said. The thermodynamics does not apply to Earth. That was Rumpus. Yeah. Idiot. I mean, that's what it is. It's a natural law. Earth is based on natural law. So it's got everything to do with Earth.
Get more energy than's being brought in. That's usually the case.
Yep.
Questions?
You guys got questions for him?
Okay, let's keep going. So
I have got a question for him. How can he teach all that and think he lives on a globe?
That's a big issue. That's probably also going to come up on conspiracy tomorrow evening, if we can talk about it tomorrow. Because one of the conspiracies is that, why do we have so much scientists and PhDs and lecturers and professors and stuff teaching this if they know it's a globe? The thing is, if you indoctrinate it, you don't see it the same. I mean, think about it, Michael. When you were a glober, you read the Bible and stuff, correct?
When I was a glober, I didn't believe in moon landing, but still thought space was real.
And you get a lot of that, yeah. No, but I'm like,
I mean, but all kinds of weird things you can believe.
Yeah. No, but I'm trying to explain. You were a Christian and you read the Bible while you were a glober.
No, I weren't a Christian.
You weren't? Oh, wow. But anyway, with me, I was a globe believing Christian my whole life. And it's the way I was brought up. Like, he's teaching thermodynamics, but he wasn't taught to see, okay, it actually goes against the globe. He's indoctrinated to believe it the way he's teaching it. He knows thermodynamics works everything, but they miss the nuances on how it debunks the globe. Hey, Space and Little Logos, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Just like when I was a globe believing Christian, I read the Bible and I didn't see how it contradicted the globe and showed it to validate flat Earth, you understand? But now that I got the understanding that it's actually showing flat Earth, how did I not see it when I was a glober? Just like, how did he not see that what he's teaching debunks the globe? Because you get indoctrinated to believe it that way. You get taught how to think, not to think logically, but how to think. And that's the issue. And that can actually come up with conspiracy as well.
But I didn't really consider any on it either. Like, I didn't really get any thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You were taught this is how it is, so therefore it's true. Just like he's teaching thermodynamics, he knows the law to be true, but he doesn't look into it further to think it debunks the globe, because he's simply taught this is how it works, and I know it's a globe, so therefore it doesn't put two and two together and say, yeah, it doesn't work.
I mean, we don't know what the guy thinks really, though.
Yeah, obviously.
Not his thoughts.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I mean, that's why you see the reactions from the professors and stuff when people like Nathan Thompson and ask them about gas pressure, where you can see the cogs turning in their heads, because they weren't really faced with thinking that way of it before. So it's really interesting. Can you believe it, guys? Perspective and moon landing is tied in second place at 29%. You guys are making this difficult for me. Obviously tomorrow night's probably going to be conspiracy, but Sunday, which one? Moon landing or perspective?
People do like conspiracy stuff though. I mean, Masonic stuff's interesting.
Yeah, definitely. But I think we're going to have to be more broad on what do they mean with conspiracy. There's so much you can go dive in with conspiracy. I mean, you can do a whole 10-part series if we wanted to on conspiracy. because it goes through so much things.
Well, I've been in conspiracy rabbit hole for about 7 years, so
yeah. We can even do Mandela effect part of conspiracy if they wanted to, you know? Anything. There's so much.
So we've got to describe it. So let's describe it.
I love his boards.
a lot of conspiracies all go hand in hand and all, you know what I mean? It's all one big conspiracy, really.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out that when you're talking about macroscopic properties of matter, you don't need very many variables to describe the system completely thermodynamically. You just need a few macroscopic variables that are very familiar to you, like the pressure, the temperature, the volume, the number of moles of each component,
wow,
the mass of the system.
You see, those variables, what do they all have in common? Anybody know? Pressure? Yeah, there we go, Lumpy, you got it. And that's why they say thermodynamics kills the globe, and they don't get it. They always say, well, what does containment have to do with thermodynamics? There we go.
I emailed quite a few professors in physics asking that question. What would the boundary for the system called Earth, air be, you know? Because it needs to have a boundary for there to be a system.
Yeah, exactly. And he literally just explained it. That's why I say you first describe the system, then you describe the surroundings, and then you describe the boundary.
It's required.
It's required. And these variables all link to containment. Every single one of them.
Yes, they do.
We've got a magnetic field, maybe the magnetic susceptibility, the electric field. We're not going to worry about these magnetic fields or electric fields in this class. So pretty much we're going to focus on this set of variables here. You're going to have to know, when you describe the system, that your system is homogeneous, like your coffee with milk in it, or heterogeneous, like water with an ice cube in it. So heterogeneous means that you've got different phases in your system. I'm a heterogeneous system. Soft stuff, hard stuff, liquid stuff.
Yeah.
Coffee is homogeneous, even though it's made up of many components. Many different kinds of molecules make up your coffee. There's the water molecules, the flavor molecules, the milk.
That's what I said. Gas is homogeneous.
The proteins, etc. But it's all mixed up together in a homogeneous macroscopic fashion. To drill down.
Yes, buddy. Volume. Volume requires containment. Exactly. You have boundaries.
Yep, there needs to be a boundary.
The level of molecules, you'd see that it's not homogeneous. But thermodynamics takes a bird's eye view. Looks pretty uniform. So that's a homogeneous system. One phase. You have to know if your system is an equilibrium system or not. If it's an equilibrium...
This is also one thing I've realized where they try and strawman us. Where they say, oh, but in thermodynamics, then you're supposed to be in equilibrium. That's why you say you have to describe an equilibrium system. Dynamic system is not equilibrium system. It's something they also ignore.
I argue it might be when taking the pressure in the surrounding area of a certain gas as it's entropically expanding, and also the temperature change. I think my vote would be it's vertically with considering temperature change and not the outrageous ones. Only the temperature changes we can validate. But I say it's an even pressure, basically, that it's pressure relative to the temperature, in line with Charles' law.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I love bringing up the ideal gas law, because even though it's a hypothetical based on ideal circumstances, it still explains the nature of the behavior of the gases in a good enough manner in the dynamic system. I think I might have to do another presentation on sometime. I have done presentations of of the ideal gas law and stuff in the past on my channel, but I think I will have to do a updated version.
Because it's relative to volume and temperature.
They're inversely.
It's right there.
Yeah, they're inversely proportional.
It's a retestable thing.
They're inversely proportional.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we'll go through it actually on a stream. I think we can go through the whole PVNRT structure and explain it and things. I think that'll be quite cool, because there is quite a few people that don't understand it.
The other day they were trying to pigeonhole density at me, which had nothing to do with what I was talking about. But at any rate, yeah, I didn't bring that up. It's not.
Yeah, but you see,
it's not to be thought of in terms of density in a way until it has a phase change. But yes, as a dense thing, I don't know. I mean, seems really non sequitur.
Yeah. Let's see, because they're saying with the temperature it changes its state. So they're saying therefore you have your pressure gradient, because if it cools down it becomes denser, if it heats up it becomes less dense because it's moving faster. But they don't understand, it's not the gas itself moving it's the jiggling inside it. It's the atoms and things that are moving faster, and that's why it expands when it gets hotter. It's like, how can I put it, if you have an elastic band in between your two hands, and let's say you're moving it like this, and when you heat it up in the system it's just stretching it out further, it's expanding at faster rates, it's just expanding. It's the same amount of gas still, it's just the reach is further.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's got more energy.
Yeah.
Because the collisions are more apparent. You understand? They're hitting it. It's like when you take a piston. I think this is with pressure law. With a piston, and you heat up the gas, it hits that piston up. So the more you heat it up, it's got the same amount of gas, but it's heating it up. And because it's heating the piston up, it's creating a larger volume, which is starting to cool the gas down, because it's inversely proportional. You understand? So it's always got a balancing effect to it. That's why with gas at higher altitudes, there's less gas high up, but as soon as it heats up, because there's more area, the effect of that faster gas moving around is not really making an effect because of the large scale volume it's in. So it's kind of cancelling each other out.
System, then thermodynamics can describe it. If it's not, then you're going to have trouble describing it using thermodynamic properties. Thermodynamics talks about equilibrium systems and how to go from one state of equilibrium to another state of equilibrium.
The macro states, yeah.
What does equilibrium mean? It means that the properties of the system, the properties that describe the system, don't change in time or in space. I've got a gas in a container, the pressure of the gas has to be the same everywhere in the container, otherwise it's not equilibrium. Right? If I place my container of gas on the table here and I come back an hour later, the pressure needs to be the same when I come back.
Yep.
Otherwise it's not in equilibrium.
Yeah, you see, equilibrium, it's the same all around. Do we live in an equilibrium system, guys? No, we don't.
No. It's dynamic.
It's dynamic. And this is why I say it's so important for these guys to understand this. They don't get Earth is a dynamic closed system. That's why we have pressure gradients. If we didn't have pressure gradients, if it was the same right through, then you can say, okay, it's in equilibrium. But we are not in equilibrium, therefore it's a pressurized dynamic system.
Yeah, if we weren't contained, we wouldn't have weather.
Exactly. If we weren't contained, we wouldn't have any gas. We wouldn't be here to actually talk about this, would we? We'd all be dead.
It'd be instantaneously gone. I said the word dissipated earlier to someone, and it's not dissipated. It would just instantaneously just it'd be gone into the vacuum.
And it is, and it is.
Spontaneous, yeah, absolutely spontaneously.
It would be spontaneous, yeah. That's what I tried to convey yesterday as well. It would be spontaneous from the one system to the other.
What else do you need to know? You need to know the variables. You need to know if it's heterogeneous or homogeneous. You need to know if it's in equilibrium, and you also need to know how many components. You have in your system.
He just needs a lab coat. Yeah, and maybe one of those bow ties.
So a glass of ice water with an ice cube in it, which is a heterogeneous system, has only one component, which is water, H2O.
Yeah, just that water.
Two phases, but one component. Latte, which is a homogeneous system, has a very, very large number of components to it.
Yep.
All the components that make up
That's why the Earth is homogeneous. The gases are homogeneous. Different gases, different things on Earth. We have water vapor, we have gas in the air, we have fog, smog, dust, wind blowing around. Hey, Debatable D, glad you're back. I didn't even realize you went. Oh, your internet died. Didn't know. Sorry, dude. You might want to go back to what we were just talking here.
I'll call it components that make up coffee, all the impurities, etc. Cadmium, heavy metals, arsenic. Okay, any questions?
Yes, I got a question. When can I get my certificate? I've gone through this class quite a few times.
Right.
Yeah, but apparently flat earthers don't do research. We don't?
No, none at all.
No.
None whatsoever.
We just parrot people apparently, guys.
You're just winging it.
Yeah.
Winging it. Every show you come on, you don't prepare nothing. It's just off the cuff, winging it every time.
There's debatable D. Dust and air will be different materials. Exactly. Homogeneous. Great, he's getting it.
Alright, so we've described the system with these properties. Now these properties come in two flavors. You have extensive properties and intensive properties.
Whoa.
The extensive properties are the ones that scale with the size of the system. If you double this system, they double in their numerical number.
Oh, okay. So you double the system, they double in the numerical work. Just like a balloon. If you blow up a balloon.
For instance, the volume. If you double the volume, you double.
No, debatable D. Heterogeneous is the same compound. Like glass, like you just explained it, ice in a glass of water. Just H2O, that's what it is. That's homogeneous. Dust and air are different minerals. They're not heterogeneous, that's homogeneous. He just explained it to you.
Double, right? That's obvious.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say these guys just ignore everything that's presented. Literally. They just say what they want to say. It's like they totally go out of their way to misrepresent what's said or just ignore. Awesome. Alan, glad you could get it to work. No, heterogeneous is diverse materials. Oh. Did this guy just even listen?
Just skip it back.
Homogeneous means the same combined.
Or later, pressure needs to be the same when I come back. Otherwise, it's not in equilibrium. So it only talks about equilibrium systems. What else do you need to know? You need to know the variables. You need to know if it's heterogeneous or homogeneous. You need to know if it's in equilibrium. And you also need to know how many components.
Components here, that will be, listen.
You have in your system. So a glass of ice water with an ice cube in it, which is a heterogeneous system, has only one component, which is
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, 35 votes. Moon landing is so far in second place, perspective third place, conspiracy 40%, which is in first place. So far it looks like, guys, tomorrow night is going to be conspiracy, Sunday night is going to be moon landings, and then next week we're going to have a perspective stream as well. I'm going to see if I can get Gleam on the perspective stream, which would be awesome. The moon landing Sunday night, I'm going to have Alan then on. That'll be great. And then the conspiracy, oh, do you think we'll be able to get Dave on for that? That's probably too quick notice. Oh man. We should
maybe we should get Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. I want to get RV on again sometime as well.
Oh yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
He's brilliant.
He says he wants to come on again, so we'll get him on again sometime as well.
You better make sure you haven't got work the next day, Flats.
Oh yeah. No, but you'll see, I'll probably do it on like a Saturday night or a Friday night then.
Yeah. He's it is good. It is good. He elaborates, doesn't he? He elaborates, goes into detail.
Yep.
Brilliant.
You're going to have to know when you describe the system if your system is homogeneous, like your coffee with milk in it, or heterogeneous, like water with an ice cube in it.
He just told me to go there, which debunks him again. Is this guy serious, guys? Is he even listening to what he just said? I went to his timestamp and it again tells him opposite of what he's saying.
Can you see how nobody in his classrooms arguing with him, but yeah, debatable D would be sat in there going, "No sir, you're wrong."
No, but the thing is, he's telling me to go to a timestamp which goes against what he's saying. Okay, there you go. Okay, there we go. He misspoke. Okay, thank you. Glad you conceded. Thank you for conceding. Okay, we all make mistakes. Just like the mistake I made last night. I can't believe I actually... Because I kept saying... I couldn't understand what Adam was saying. I was just saying I was agree with him. Minus 273 degrees. I kept putting Kelvin at the end. Kelvin is 0 degrees Kelvin, which is equal to minus 273 degrees. And I don't know where my head was last night. I just kept on saying it was Kelvin. And I only realized that tonight. I was like, this morning when I woke up, I'm like, oh shit. That's what my Adam was saying. So then I wrote a post this morning to say, yeah guys, I misspoke, I'm sorry. It's not like I didn't know that. It's literally just, I was zoned out. I probably didn't realize what I was saying.
See, that's what I've said before. People say that you're lying, and especially the 11 fame things. I says if Flats is wrong, he admits he's wrong, and he'll make a video usually to correct himself in general. You know what I mean?
Yep. I am real for once, debatable D. That's why you debunked yourself. But you conceded already, so why are you attacking? I said thank you for actually showing you conceded that you were wrong. Okay.
The guy's been whinging all night.
Yeah. Okay. I think we can end the stream here, guys. I am kind of tired. I did have a hectic week at work. Would you guys like me to go on with this actual thermodynamic thing as well sometime? We can, because they got quite a few lectures. It can be a whole series.
That'd be good. That'd be good because I could get more acquainted with stuff like that. I could definitely do with learning a bit more of that.
Awesome, because they've got quite a lot of lectures on thermodynamics.
Cool,
this is only lecture 1, by the way.
Cool.
It's like the introduction. Hey Dustin Bones, glad you could make it, but we're about to say bye. Already nervous, Alan? No, nothing to be nervous about. It's gonna be great to have you on, man, because you also bring awesome stuff for the moon landings. Okay, so yeah, I think that's about it. Awesome.
Good show.
Fantastic as usual.
Oh, there we go. Okay, Lumpy. Okay, so I'm going to say good night to everybody. Thank you, everybody that's come in. I don't think I missed any super chats. No, I don't think so. If I did, I really do apologize. Thank you guys for whoever you did. Thank you, everybody that does support the channel financially. If you feel you want to support me financially with PayPal, you're more than welcome to buy any merchandise. I'm going to be updating my merchandise really soon, so don't buy yet. Just wait till I update it, because I've got quite a few designs and everything. I want to make it much more crisp and more to the branding. And then also, just want to say thank you to everybody that's here. Without you guys' support with just hitting that like button and share, I really do appreciate it. Kelvin Skull is not in degrees. I know Kelvin Skull is not in degrees. That's why I said I misspoke, Igor. It was literally just my head was not spaced out. I wasn't clicking. 0 degrees is minus 273 degrees. 0 Kelvin is minus 270 degrees. Okay. So thanks everybody for being here. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking part in the votes. So yes, I will be contacting FTV and say, okay, let's give this channel thing a go. Let's see what happens. Tomorrow night we'll be doing conspiracies. Sunday night, moon landing debunks, and we're going to have Alan Norstrand on. Awesome. And then perspective we'll have next week. Also next week we're going to be having Brian's Logic and Adam Meekin on with a Wolfie special, and also FE Pilots coming on next week probably, and yeah, got a few things planned. And then also maybe Lumpy, you and FTV is gonna have that debate. Yeah, so we'll get all that sorted and everything. Yeah, maybe it depends whenever. Thank you all again.
Was that a debate that will happen? I thought it was a boxing match.
Oh yeah, maybe a boxing match as well.
That would be fun. we could do like street beefs for.
Yeah, I love street beef. Love street beef. I love street beef.
If I had a chance to open up with like all the dumb things he said.
You're gonna need long arms splitting from that way over there, look.
Yeah, well, true.
It'll be virtual.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate you guys on the panel as well for being and taking part of this. It does make things a lot easier as well.
Not a problem.
So thank you all. Yeah. So till tomorrow night. Thank you everybody for coming. Many blessings, and may the pressure be with you.